Here comes your 1-minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
From the NCAA Super Regional at Plainsman Park, Auburn baseball is on the air.
Bingaman through the right side and into right field. Fralick's going to try to score. Fralick will score. 1-0 Auburn.
High fly ball center field. Back. Palkowski. Warning track. Wall. He has done it again. 20th home run for Chase Fralick. Terrell, bouncing ball over the first baseman. It's down the right field line. Rembert scores. Bingaman heads for third. Terrell heads for second. RBI double for Bob. And listen to him roar.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Auburn wins the regional.
Coming up, starting lineups and our exclusive conversation with head coach Butch Thompson. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
Auburn and Ole Miss couldn't have arrived in different ways. The Rebels went on the road and swept the Lincoln Regional. Auburn hosted its regional, lost the first game, then won 4 games in 3 days. Tonight, the Tigers and Rebels meet in Game 1 of the Super Regional. Good evening and War Eagle from the Rod Bramblett home radio booth at Plainsman Park. With Brad Law, Jacob Hillman, and Quinn Burkeen in our Skyview Auburn studio. I'm Andy Burcham. In Auburn's wins over UCF and then 2 against Milwaukee Sunday, Monday morning, and Monday evening, the Tigers used 5 pitchers. Alex Petrovic, Ryan Hetzler, Jake Marciano, and Jackson Sanders pitched the Tigers to the regional title. Chase Fralick caught every inning of the regional and smacked an Auburn record 6 home runs, including the game winner on Championship Monday. The Tigers won their 5th regional championship under Butch Thompson and will host their 2nd straight Super Regional tonight. Ole Miss was the number 3 seed in Lincoln. The Rebels beat Arizona State twice by a total of 2 runs in a combined 24 innings. Ole Miss won the title game in Lincoln 5-4 in 10. The Rebel bullpen combined for a 2.12 earned run average and gave up 4 earned runs with 15 strikeouts in 17 innings of work. Auburn goes with Andreas Alvarez tonight. Sophomore right-hander is 10-3 with an earned run average of 3.52. He won the Tigers' first elimination game last weekend against NC State. Ole Miss counters with Hunter Elliott. The senior left-hander is 5-3 with an ERA of 5.21. He pitched in the Rebels' national championship season of 2022. When we return, the Butch Thompson pregame report from the NCAA Super Regional. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Hey Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Barn Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn Associate Head Baseball Coach Carl Nunemaker.
With Gabe and Butch, you have 2 of the greatest people on earth. You know, just they love Auburn. They're great to work with. They're great men. They're great coaches. And so that's been, you know, for 9 years, really, really awesome. And get to work with Tim Hudson, you know, for a few years. That was incredible because he's just everything about him, you know, it's just such a high level of person and baseball and so much, there was so much to learn And now, Scott Foxall, who's an Auburn man, to Everett Tiefer, just, the pedigree of, we've had a great group of people.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays, wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Game day coverage of Auburn baseball continues now with the Butch Thompson pregame report.
Boy, isn't it good to be at home for a Super Regional?
We're excited, 2 years in a row and get an opportunity here against another SEC foe. So looking forward to it, all the pregame stuff of taking care of things, but getting into that game. Once we get first pitch going at 7 o'clock, it's, you're trying to get to 2. A little bit different than an SEC series, where you are guaranteed to play 3 games. So this is one of these teams, and hopefully it's the Auburn Tigers trying to get a game and then a second game and the first one to 2. So we know we have tonight and tomorrow, and we all know the benefits of coming out and playing great in game 1, and that's what we hope and intend to do.
We have chronicled Auburn's journey through its regional that ended late Monday night. Give me your thoughts about this Ole Miss ball club that swept through the Lincoln Regional as the number 3 seed and yet was 3-0 coming to this ballpark.
Yeah, they played great. Played some good opponents. Arizona State, Nebraska had some good names in that field for sure to be able to get out of that thing. But again, those 10 weeks of SEC play showed up for them. Our 10 weeks showed up for us. I even go back to the SEC tournament. I think they played 1 game. I think Missouri got them in the SEC tournament, but they went out there. But those are hard fought. You see the 3-0s, and then you see undefeated in a regional, but that's hard. That's hard to go on the road. We've know what that feels like and had to do that before. And one of their games was a 14-inning game and back and forth, but all 3 games were close and competitive. So, they've had a tough journey, well earned, and then travel down here probably with every expectation of like they've got it going now and are ready to go. But we have the same momentum. And winning 4 games in a row and finding ourselves. And like I said, our team is a stronger team today than it was a week ago because of having to go through that regional and win it the way we did. So I think from that standpoint, both teams feel good about where they're at. And this is, how it should be. One more step to Omaha. Sweet 16, we've been here now the 5th time of a Sweet 16, and you're trying to get to that Elite 8. And this is how it's happening in our sport, to compare it to basketball, I guess, with the terminology. And you're going to have to earn it. So that's what both teams are going to do is both have visions, both have a plan, but you've got to put your head down and earn it.
Not unusual to face Ole Miss at Plainsman Park, but it certainly is for the first time in the postseason after not getting Ole Miss in the regular season.
That's right. And we had that with LSU in the tournament. Didn't play them all year. And now that you missed 5, I think you're going to see more of that happening. A couple of other things I think about. It's just amazing. You still have 7 SEC teams in this tournament. So the final 16 has 7 SEC members. And we know we're at least going to get 2 because of the head-to-head matchup with us. And I think Georgia, Mississippi State's the other were 2 SEC teams in it. So it'll be interesting to see how it shakes out after this, how many absolutely venture out to Omaha. And then the other thing that I haven't seen before that I think is pretty cool, Alabama, the state of Alabama was one of 3 states, to have, the multiple regionals as many as we did, or 5 teams in a regional was just tremendous. And you usually think of states like Florida and California and Texas, but Alabama to be in that shape. And now we're at super regionals. There's 3 of the 8 super regionals are in the state of Alabama. I think that says a lot how we come out with the number 1 strength of schedule. I think that comes out and says a lot about the growth of our sport in this region. I just think it's tremendous for college baseball.
Give me your thoughts about your ball club. I mean, it's kind of a short time to prepare. I mean, you were playing late Monday night and now getting ready for this one here tonight.
Yeah, we're just in the final chapter. It's the got to is what we started talking about after losing the first game, and this feels like a got to. You got to keep going out there. We got to be present. Human nature gets our fans, gets our players, and that's who I control the most of just looking ahead. Human nature does that to you. You got to be present. That's been one of our most consistent narratives with a lot of young players doing a lot of big stuff for us. We have to be present when we get our backs against the wall and be in the present moment to be able to wiggle out of it or to be able to bust through if you're on offense. And then I think you got to understand little things because everybody dreams in your head of doing something big. You got to be present and you got to focus on the little things because when we get that big swing tonight, it'd be nice if that's a 3-run homer for us. When we're on defense and pitching the ball, make them earn everything. Getting that leadoff man, it might be just one little pitch in that at bat that sets us up for something big. And I think that's how things get done. Everybody starts looking ahead and people start thinking about, man, I'm going to do something big. I'm going to be a hero tonight. I think this is being present and absolutely accumulating a ton of little things to equal something big.
When this season started, Andres Alvarez was your midweek starter, and now he gets game 1 of a super regional for you here tonight.
Yep, and he's been in this position, 10 wins for us at the end of the day. Won a big game against Georgia Tech, and in that midweek we got to one of those Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and everybody shorted a day, and he had earned that opportunity, and the strike percentage had jumped about 10%, and it married well, and he's done an amazing job. I know the competitive spirit will be there tonight, and these fans are going to fuel him. He has to settle to keep being able to do little things to be able to make pitches and use that in the right way. And the same time we did that is the combo of Andreas moving to the weekend with Jackson Sanders moving to the bullpen. And that would be a pretty good combination tonight and to try to see if we could do great things in this first game. But he absolutely looks the part of the role that he'll play tonight. And then, again, I just think, nobody does this individually. The combination of things, and Jackson's been huge for us. 2 games last week and potentially a game tonight because this Ole Miss team is absolutely is power field, power arms, power bats, power all the way around. And I'd love to see Jackson out there following a great start by Dre.
I wish you all the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Barn Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go, Tigers. SeatGeek.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX, saving massively.
No plan? Don't matter none. Up to 80% off. The deals are done.
Discounts hitting harder than Ma's chili. Dang. That one little app does all the rest.
Save time and money on prescriptions.
Check Good RX. Good RX is not insurance.
The starting lineups are presented by Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
All right, here we go. We'll start with Ole Miss. Mike Bianco's Rebels, 39-21 overall. They went 15-16 in SEC games, 15-16 during the regular season, 0-1 in the SEC tournament. Here is Coach Bianco's lineup. Dom Decker, the second baseman, is the leadoff hitter. Judd Udemark, the veteran third baseman, bats second. And hitting third at first base, it's Will Furness. The home run leader is Tristan Becerra. He's in left field tonight, hitting cleanup. The center fielder, Hayden Frederico, bats fifth. Hitting sixth at shortstop, it's Owen Pano. The catcher is Austin Foley. He will bat seventh. Braden Randall starts in right field. He bats eighth. And Colin Reuter, the designated hitter, rounds out the order for Ole Miss. Again, for the Rebels, it's Decker, Udemark, Furness, Becerra, Federico, Pano, Foley, Randall, Reuter. And now for your Auburn Tigers, Butch Thompson's squad, winners of their regional, 42-20 overall. The Tigers went 19-14 in games involving SEC teams, 17-13 in the regular season, then 2-1 in the SEC tournament. Here's the lineup for the Tigers. Mason McCrane is the designated hitter. He will lead things off. Batting second at third base, Eric Guevara. The catcher is Chase Freilich, the regional MVP, hits third. The cleanup man is the second baseman, Chris Rembert. Freshman Ethan Bingaman plays first base and bats fifth. Hitting sixth in left field, it's Bub Terrell. Brandon McCrane is the shortstop. He will bat seventh. Cade Ballou starts in right field tonight. He will hit eighth. And rounding out the order, the center fielder, Bristol Carter. Again, for the Tigers, it's McCrane, Guevara, Freilich, Rembert, Bingaman, Terrell, McCrane, Ballou, and Carter. The time for talking is almost done. If you're looking for pregame activities, check out OpelikaUnforgettable.com for stay and play options. Great hotels, unique restaurants, breweries, a distillery, tons of shopping options. And don't forget a visit to Opelika's historic downtown entertainment district. Next game, pregame in Opelika. Tigers about to take the field. Andreas Alvarez will throw tonight's first pitch, and we'll have it for you after one final pregame timeout. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Download the Auburn Athletics app, powered by War Eagle Mobile. Buy tickets, be a part of game day giveaways, shop the latest Auburn gear, and manage your War Eagle Plus subscription. And listen to every broadcast from the Auburn Sports Network, even when multiple games are happening simultaneously, on the official mobile app of Auburn Athletics. Download it now.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
The highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Bar Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go, Tigers. SeatGeek.
The Auburn Tigers have taken the field. Here's how they line up defensively. Bub Terrell in left, Bristol Carter in center, Cade Ballou in right. Along the infield, it's Eric Guevara at third, Brandon McCrane at short, Chris Rembert at second, Ethan Bingaman at first. The catcher is Chase Freilich. Happy Dre Day. Andreas Alvarez does the pitching. 5'11", 199. Sophomore from Seminole, Florida. Winner of 10 games this year. 10-3 in 15 starts with a 3.52 earned run average. 79 and a third innings, 71 hits, 31 earned runs, 30 walks, and 103 strikeouts. Teams are hitting .237 against your super regional opener, Andreas Alvarez. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. It is a spectacular night for baseball. The attendance record will fall and fall hard. Everybody's here, and we're glad you're here with us on the radio, on your phone, on YouTube, however you are making us a part of your Friday night. We're very happy to be a part of it. Ole Miss will send Decker, Utermark, and Furness to the plate, a formidable offensive lineup against Alvarez and the Tigers. And we very happily turn it over now to get you started to the voice of the Tigers, the Hall of Famer, Andy Burcham.
Brad, thank you very much. And the first pitch weather is brought to you by Jackson Services. When your comfort quits, Jackson Services shows up. Heating, air, and plumbing done right the first time. Family owned since 1973. Call Jackson Services today and feel the difference. Jackson Services, delivering comfort, creating trust. 81 degrees at game time tonight. Wind out of the east-southeast at 6 miles per hour. And clear skies overhead. Hallelujah. Clear skies overhead for game one of this super regional between Auburn and Ole Miss. Dom Decker steps into the batter's box from the left side for Ole Miss. 39-21 this season. Decker batting .273, 10 homers and 33 runs batted in. He hit .308 in the regional. The first pitch from Alvarez is in there for a strike. John Brammer behind the plate. David Savage is at first. Seth Buckminster, the Cree Chief, down at second. And Joe Blumenauer is the third base umpire. Wind to the 0-1 to Decker. Fastball outside corner, strike two.
Well,
94.
Two very early good signs, landing the slider for a called strike and painting the outside corner with a fastball.
Auburn with the shift to the right side of the infield. Here's the 0-2 to Decker. Swing and a miss, struck him out. High fastball away. The K counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number one.
Dre had 3 games this year of 10 or more strikeouts. And that's a good start to get Decker on 3 pitches.
And here's Judd Utermark, third baseman for the Rebels, batting .308, 21 homers and 49 runs batted in. Hit .154 in the Nebraska Regional, a homer and an RBI. Big right-hand hitter for the Rebels. After a 3-pitch strikeout, Alvarez is back to work. First pitch to Utermark. This is inside with a fastball, ball one. Rembert plays back at third and close to, or rather Guevara. Swing and a miss, slider away. Actually, that was a fastball away at 96. 1-1.
Yeah, getting to the middle, away, and at the knees, located well.
1-1 to Utermark. Swing and a miss. He tried to hold up. He could not. A ball and 2 strikes.
2 batters in and really sharp break on the slider. He's gotten it called for a strike and gotten a swing and miss.
Ahead of Utermark, a ball and 2 strikes. Tigers in the blue tops and bottoms, the 1-2. Missed outside and appealed to first. He did not go. The count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Came back to that slider.
And almost got the same check swing and miss.
Alvarez shakes off a sign. Here's the wind in the 2-2. Missed outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Udemark.
And 3 straight sliders there, tried to snap him off. That one just was never a strike. Does he have to come back to the fastball, or might he throw him the change here?
3-2 pitch on the way. Chopper foul. That one bounced up and hit him in the face. That bounced straight up and got him in the face. And the athletic trainer for Ole Miss is immediately out to tend to Udemark, who basically says, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Go back to the dugout, please.
Gives him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
More scary than actually painful.
Right.
He says from up here.
All-time home run leader for Ole Miss with 50. And Udemark will get another 3-2 pitch with 1 out in the top half of the first. Alvarez, the wind in the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Slider away for strikeout number 2 for Alvarez.
I think Udemark kept waiting on a fastball, and he never got it other than the second pitch of the sequence.
Couple of strikeouts for Alvarez. K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. And here is the second-generation outstanding first baseman out of the Furness family to play here at Plainsman Park. Will Furness, first pitch. Fastball, strike, outside corner.
And so after Udemark didn't see one the last 4 pitches of the at-bat, he starts Furness with one right on that corner.
0-1 pitch to Will. Did not get it. Stayed upstairs, a ball and a strike. His father, Eddie, member of those multiple national championship teams at LSU and the National Player of the Year. One pitch to Furness. Missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. A fastball at 95.
That's a good call. Didn't miss by much, but it was a little bit in.
2 balls and a strike to Furness. Like his father, left-handed hitter, the pitch. High and away. 3 balls and a strike now to Furness. Hitting .319 this season. 7 homers and 54 runs batted in. All right, what does he get on 3-1? Here it is. Fastball right down the middle. 3-2.
Yeah,
Furness was on his way to first.
Furness thought it was low because Dre's been living in the upper part of the zone. It was at the knees, and he was just about to flick that bat away.
3 balls and 2 strikes. This enormous crowd responds. The pitch. Strike 3 call. He struck him out. He strikes out the side in the first. Fastball at 96. 3 out. 3 down for the Rebels. Auburn comes to the plate. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options that give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Andreas Alvarez struck out the side in the top of the first inning, and now Hunter Elliott takes the mound for Ole Miss. Junior left-hander. He's 35 years old. That's an exaggeration. He's not 35, but he has been there a while. He lost really the entire 2023 and 24 season. Was injured in his second start of 23, and then had Tommy John surgery and missed all of 24. So the junior is playing in his third full season of college baseball. Tupelo native is 5-3 in 15 starts with a 5.21 earned run average, 76 innings, 73 hits, 44 earned runs. He's walked 38, struck out 100, given up 9 doubles, 14 home runs. Teams are batting .253 against Hunter Elliott. He's thrown 5 wild pitches. He has hit 14. He's hit 39 batters in 247 2/3 career innings at Ole Miss. Defensively, they've got Tristan Becerra in left, Hayden Federico in center, Braden Randall in right. Along the infield, it's Judd Udemark at third, Owen Pano at short, Dom Decker at second, Will Furness at first. Austin Fawley is the catcher, and the lefty Elliott goes to work against McCrane, Guevara, and Freilich in the first inning for Auburn.
Hunter Elliott became the first Ole Miss player to post 3 100 strikeout seasons or more. He hit that 100 strikeout mark last Friday against Arizona State in the opener of the series in Lincoln, Nebraska, the regional in Lincoln.
Their staff leads the SEC in strikeouts.
And Mason McCrane will lead it off for Auburn tonight. Auburn's DH, lefty on lefty, the pitch. High and away, ball 1. McCrane hit .350 last weekend in the regional with a homer and 5 runs batted in. He is in the lineup tonight as the Tiger DH. Udemark plays even with a bag at third and the 1-0 pitch. High and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Outfield now shifts to the pull side for McCrane. 2 balls and no strikes to the Auburn freshman. Here's the pitch. Drops in, took something off of that one at 81 for strike 1.
Kind of a get me over off speed pitch there. In Elliott's last 2 starts, both away from Oxford, at Alabama and against Arizona State. 11 innings, 11 hits, 8 runs, 6 walks, and 12 strikeouts.
2-1 pitch. McCrane takes strike 2 on a fastball at 89.
So he's leveled that out. First 2 were up, and he's brought it back down and found at least the vertical part of the zone.
Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Guevara and Freilich to follow here for Auburn in the bottom of the first. Line in the 2-2. Inside and low. Count goes full.
Andy, Ole Miss tries to set its pitching up a lot like Auburn. 2 guys, a starter and then a finisher that will go multiple innings. So the quicker you could get to that bullpen, the better.
3-2 to McCrane. Strike 3 call.
Yep.
Fastball on the outside edge. 4 batters in the game and 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, 2 pitching staffs who strike out a ton of hitters, and they're on brand so far. But even that, 6 pitches, I mean, if you can work the count a good bit, get his pitch count into the 20s in this first inning, or hovering around 40 after 2, then that benefits you in the big picture.
Here's Eric Guevara, the Auburn third baseman. Bat 188 last weekend with a homer and 6 runs batted in the regional. Right-hander takes the first pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Guevara batting .325 this season. 13 homers and 55 runs batted in. Elliott, the wind, and the 0-1. Out in front, swing and a miss by Guevara, quickly 0-2.
He tried to wait back on that changeup on the outside corner, but just couldn't do it.
Udemark close to the line at third, but playing back. No balls and 2 strikes to Guevara. Here's the pitch. It missed low. Off-speed delivery. A ball and 2 strikes. One out, nobody on for Auburn. We're in the bottom of the first in the Super Regional with Ole Miss. 1-2 pitch to Guevara. Here it is. Swing and a fly ball up and out of play off the right side.
Pass ball at 91. Elliott was dynamic against Auburn last year in that final series of the regular season. He started one of the 3 games, one of the first 2. Went 7 shutout innings, 90-plus pitches, only 4 hits allowed.
Another 1-2 to Guevara. Missed outside, 2-2. Also part of that 2022 staff for Ole Miss, that the last team into the NCAA regionals and won the World Series.
He started the clincher, I think, for them, didn't he? I think so.
2-2 to Guevara. Got him swinging. Pitch that was out, he got a piece of it, but right into the glove of Fawley. 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Elliott. And here is Chase Fralick. He hit .409 last weekend with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in, the MVP of the Auburn Regional.
And he's watched Elliott now against a lefty and a righty.
Leads Auburn with 20 homers and 60 runs batted in. 2 outs and nobody on. Elliott, the wind of the pitch. Fralick pops it up. Left side of the infield. Udemark, the third baseman, near the mound, makes the catch. And like Ole Miss, Auburn is retired in the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. Through 1, there is no score. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
4, 5, and 6 hitters for Ole Miss in the top of the second. Becerra, Federico, and Pino. For the Rebels, second inning is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of youth. 16 pitches for Andres Alvarez in the first as he struck out Decker, Udemark, and Furness. Elliott struck out 2 batters, got a pop fly. Both teams retired in order in the first. On the Yellowwood scoreboard today, half of the Super Regional field play, or has played, or is playing. West Virginia won at home against Cal Poly 12-2. Southern Cal came from behind to win at North Carolina 9-5. And Troy, a winner and convincingly so over Little Rock 12-2. Rest of the region, Super Regionals begin tomorrow.
All 3 of the first games today featured a grand slam. I don't know if that's happened before.
Tristan Becerra will lead it off for Ole Miss, left fielder, batting .281, 22 homers, 60 runs batted in, and the first pitch bounces up there from Alvarez.
Auburn starts in the shift, infield and really outfield too. Bub is in left center. Bristol's in right center.
Becerra chokes up, and the 1-0 misses down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. He hit 154 last weekend in the 3 wins of the regional in Lincoln, Nebraska. He did hit a couple homers with 3 runs batted in. His 22 homers and 60 RBIs leads Ole Miss. 2-0 pitch. Ball 3 inside.
Well, the book on him is to keep it down, and Dre's been too far down these first 3 to him. That's a significant choke up for a cleanup hitter, power hitter.
Alvarez with the 3-0 pitch. Right down the middle. Fastball at 95 for strike 1. Now get ready for Tristan Becerra on 3-1. Alvarez winds and fires. Strike 2 at the knees.
And right back with another fastball and a hitter's count, and now he's got everything at his disposal. Does he think he can throw a breaking ball for a strike?
3 balls and 2 strikes to Becerra. A side by Alvarez. He rocks and fires, and it's fouled off by Becerra. Fastball at 96.
Love that. He fell behind with all breaking balls and filled it up with fastballs. Went right back to it there to challenge him.
Becerra hitting .444 when leading off an inning. And he awaits the 3-2. Here it is. Chopper, foul ball, hit him in the batter's box. That was off speed from the Auburn right-hander. And a new supply of baseballs for home plate umpire John Brammer. Another 3-2 pitch coming up from Alvarez to Becerra. Here it is. Ground ball up the middle to the shortstop. Brandon McCrane to first for the out.
That ball had some serious top spin, and when it went from the ground to the dirt, it took a pretty high hop on Brandon, but he was playing far enough back that he had enough time to adjust to that hop and make the play. 1
down in the inning, and here's Hayden Federico, the center fielder.
Nice job by Alvarez to battle back after falling behind their home run leader 3-0.
Federico, 4 homers and 28 runs batted in, batting .281 this season. Another left-handed hitter in the lineup for the Rebels. Slightly open stance, the pitch. Ground ball foul into the near end of the Ole Miss dugout. 0-1. Again, the shift partially. Not a full shift, but Guevara basically the only one on the left side of the infield for Auburn. 0-1. Hit him. Came inside and hit him.
He was their top hitter in SEC play, and he got hit 6 times in league play. That led their team. First base runner.
For Alvarez, that is the 6th hitter that he has hit. And here's Owen Pano, the shortstop. Federico with 5 stolen bases. He's at first. The pitch to Pano misses high and away. Pano batting .255, 5 homers, 24 runs batted in. Hit .077 last weekend in Lincoln, Nebraska. Throw to first, runner is back.
Pano has grounded into 5 double plays this year.
Shortstop for the Rebels, 6'3", 225 from Poughkeepsie, New York. Awaits the 1-0. Here it is. Chopper, foul, third base side. Tried to hold up the swing. It went up the line. It was initially fair, but rolled foul, and Guevara then pushed it all the way to the backstop. A ball and a strike to Pano. One out and a runner at first for the Rebels. Federico hit by a pitch. A ball and a strike to Owen Pano. Now the full shift is on for the Tigers on the right side of the infield. Stretched by Alvarez in the pitch. Swing on a looper in the left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Federico will hold up at second. Went the opposite way and flared it into left. And it's runners at first and second. And 1 out for Ole Miss.
Good job of hitting. Just a good piece of hitting by Pano. He got a fastball middle away. So he just put the head of the bat out and let the speed of the pitch do the work. Carried it over Guevara's head.
So first and second with 1 out here in the second. And here's the catcher, Austin Fawley. From West Palm Beach, Florida. batting .230 with 13 homers and 39 runs batted in. Right-handed hitter against the righty, Alvarez. The pitch. Strike outside corner. Oh, and 1 to Foley. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, just threw the fastball, blew it by him, 0-2.
Now he could go slider, he could challenge him, maybe up and in with that fastball. A lot of options at 0-2.
Federico at second and Pano at first. Alvarez ahead of the catcher, Foley. No balls and 2 strikes. Andreas comes set in the pitch. Got him with the slider. Taking for strike 3. 4th strikeout for Alvarez. The K-Counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
Sometimes he snaps off the slider, sometimes he gives you the 12-6 slow curve, and Foley flat out gave up on that. It started up, dropped right in.
Doesn't matter what it was, other than it was a strike.
It was a strike.
Yeah, 2 outs.
The 3rd strike.
And here's Braden Randall, the right fielder. Had a good weekend in Lincoln, hit .500 last weekend. The pitch, fastball, strike. Two down in the inning with runners at first and second for the Rebels. Alvarez shakes off a couple signs, comes set above the belt. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a foul off the left side out of play. It's quickly 0-2. Interesting, he walked Federico, hit him on the foot on 0-1. Went to 1-1 before Pano went to left. Since then, 3 pitches to get Foley as ahead of Randall now 0-2. Stretch. And the 0-2 pitch, here it is. Ground ball to the right side and through. It's into right field for a hit. Runner around third tries to score. Here comes the throw home, and he is safe. And the Rebels have a 1-0 lead. An 0-2 pitch that Randall takes it through the right side. An RBI for Randall, his 20th of the season, his 4th in the NCAA tournament. And the Rebels break on top 1-0.
Remember, you don't have Mason McCrane in right field. He's the DH today. You've got Ballou in right. Cade's arm is fine, but McCrane's arm is special. And so early on, they made the decision, let's test Ballou in right field, and they made the right call on that play.
Here's Colin Reuter, the DH. A 2-out single by Randall. Ole Miss leads 1-0, and there's a strike on the off-speed pitch to Reuter.
Well, it's been nothing but strikes, like you mentioned, since the base hit by Pano. And that wasn't a bad pitch. He just did something good with it.
Pano down at second, and Randall at first, the 0-1. Swing on a line drive into right, but right at the right fielder, Cade Ballou, and the inning comes to a close. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. We go to the bottom of the second. Rebels strike first. Ole Miss 1, Auburn 0, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
At Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing, we believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It's about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it all with your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. As a proud Ream dealer, we're committed to offering top-quality products and faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
One nothing, the Rebels lead it. Auburn comes to the plate in the bottom half of the second. Auburn baseball brought to you in part by Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Rembert, Bingaman, and Terrell for Auburn. A 13-pitch first inning for Hunter Elliott with a couple of strikeouts. And then they get a 2-out single in the top half of the second to take the lead. 1-0 Rebels lead it. Chris Rembert will lead it off for Auburn. Batting .345 on the season, hit .348 last weekend in the regional. Here's the wind from Elliott, the pitch. Rembert takes it a little bit high.
Andy, Ole Miss has flipped its left and right fielder, so Bassett is now in right, and Randall is now in left.
A ball and no strikes to Chris Rembert. Wind and pitch. Strike call down the middle. A ball and a strike.
Bassett has played more right field than left field. I haven't seen a team flip that in the second inning very much this year.
Ball and a strike to Rembert. Wind and delivery. Missed upstairs, off speed delivery. 76, 2-1.
Ole Miss is 21-8 when it scores first.
2-1. Rembert takes ball 3 low.
Auburn is 14-11 when the opponent scores first.
Rembert hitting .345, 4 homers and 45 runs batted in. Tigers look for their first base runner of the night. And Rembert awaits a 3-1 pitch. Here it is. Ball 4 high. And Auburn gets his first base runner on the walk. For Elliott, his 39th walk of the season to go with 102 strikeouts. And Rembert, one of Auburn's best base runners at first. 12 out of 18 in stolen bases. He was 1 for 2 last weekend. And here is the all-regional first baseman, Ethan Bingaman. Hit .450 last week. That was best on the staff.
Yep.
With 4 homers and 8 runs batted in. Stretch, here's the pitch. Bingaman sends one into right. To the warning track, Bassett. He has room. He is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Bingaman first pitch swinging. Flies to the edge of the warning track in right field. 1 down. And here's Bub Terrell. Bub hitting .284, 16 homers, and 45 runs batted in. He struggled last weekend at the plate, but came through with a clutch run-scoring double in Auburn's 5-run 6th on Monday to propel the Tigers to a win. Throw to first. Boy, that was close to a balk.
Yep.
That front foot was close to coming home, and Rembert is back.
Terrell struggled last weekend, but before that, hit in 18 of 19 games going into the regional.
Elliott, long stretch and a pitch. Up and in to Bub.
Bub says it hit him. John Brammer says no, it didn't.
Bub talking to the home plate umpire on that curveball. Close. A ball and no strikes. Rembert gets his lead to throw to first. Rembert just a couple steps off the bag. And now back.
And that was just a little lollipop show throw. That was not a pickoff attempt in earnest.
Elliott stretches. 1-0. Bub chops it left side. Going to be a tough play. Third baseman charges, clutches, throws, safe. Udemark double pumped, and Auburn has runners at first and second with 1 out.
He couldn't get it out of his glove. Really tough play, and Elliott kind of cut in front of him at the last second before giving way and allowing Udemark to get it. He's running toward the mound, toward the base, couldn't get it out of his glove, and that cost him.
So Rembert to second and Terrell to first.
It's a base hit.
And Brandon McCrane to the plate. A homer and 29 runs batted in for Brandon. batting .327 this season. Elliott stretches, checks the runner. That's Rembert down at second. And the pitch. McCrane takes it upstairs. Ball one off speed.
When Elliott has missed so far, very early, he has missed high.
Checking the arms in the outfield. Federico, a couple in center. Becerra, two in right. Randall in left. Plays some infield as well, so his assist numbers are a bit skewed.
Randall's playing pretty deep in left.
Agreed.
If McCrane were to hit one through the left side, I don't think it'd be tough for them to throw out Rembert.
1-0 Ole Miss. Auburn threatens here in the bottom of the second, first and second with one out. Stretch in the pitch. Inside, ball two. The left-handed hitting Cade Ballou waits on deck. A walk to Rembert to lead off the inning. Bingaman hit it to the edge of the warning track and right. Bub Terrell reached on an infield single. Now 2-0 to McCrane. Ball three low.
Love the patience. Let him struggle. If he's struggling to find the strike zone, don't help him.
3 balls and no strikes to Brandon McCrane. Elliott stretches. Here's the pitch. Ball four, missed upstairs and in. And the bases are loaded.
Did I mention that in all 3 of the early games today there was a grand slam?
I believe you did, Brad.
Yeah, okay.
Joel Mangrum, the pitching coach, is out, and it's just the battery on the hill. It's been a great day on this campus already today. Auburn celebrated a second national championship for Auburn men's golf. Great crowd at Toomer's Corner today with Nick Kleinert and that fabulous Auburn men's golf team. Boy, it was so different watching that team in the national championship match. There was so much drama 2 years ago.
Yeah.
In that win against Florida State.
It wasn't the other night.
It was a dominating performance for Auburn against UCLA.
They're the equivalent of running out the clock the last few holes.
All right, bases are loaded. And one out. We're in the bottom of the second. 1-0. Ole Miss leads it, and Cade Ballou, who hit 3 homers last weekend, is at the plate. Stretched by Hunter and the pitch. Foul tip on a first pitch off-speed delivery. 0-1 to Cade. Raised his average to .247. Hit 3 of his 4 home runs last weekend and drove in 6. Was named the all-tournament center fielder. Good speed on the base paths for Auburn as Ballou awaits the 0-1 delivery. Here it is. Ground ball to the second baseman. Flips to second for 1. To first. Out. And the inning comes to a close. Ole Miss gets a 4-6-3 double play. And the Rebels are out of the inning unscathed. No runs on a hit, no errors. And 2 men left for Auburn. After 2, Ole Miss leads the Tigers 1-0. And Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates birthdays to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
Back to Plainsman Park for more of the Super Regional against Ole Miss.
Oh, a grand opportunity for Auburn. Tigers had the bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the second, trailing 1-0. But Ballou hit into a 4-6-3 double play on a bang-bang play at first. And Hunter Elliott worked out of trouble. 1-0 Rebels. And they will have the top of the order up here in the third to face Andres Alvarez. And our third inning is presented by the Vance Law Firm. At the Vance Law Firm, they say dial 3 for me. 334-333-3333. Decker, Udemark, and Furness for Ole Miss. Ole Miss got a 2-out single to right by Braden Randall in the second inning to take the lead. Decker a strikeout in the first. 37 pitches thrown by Alvarez in his first 2 innings of work, and the first pitch is a swing and a miss at a fastball down in the zone. 0-1 to Decker. Wind and the 0-1. Lollipop missed high and outside.
I think he's only landed 1, maybe 2 curveballs for strikes. A lot of them way outside like that one.
1-1 to Decker. The pitch, swing, line drive, right field, base hit. And the Rebels have the leadoff man aboard here in the third. Third hit of the night for Ole Miss. And here's Judd Udemark. Struck out in the first. Decker a threat to run, 13 stolen bases on the season. Had 1 last weekend in Lincoln. Alvarez stretches. Pitch to Udemark. Swing and a miss at the slider. 0-1.
Third hit in the last 5 batters for Ole Miss. Mentioned double-digit stolen bases for Decker. I wonder if they'd run early in a count here with Udemark.
Alvarez stretches, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, same pitch and same result. 0-2. Two sliders off the outside corner, 2 swings and misses by Udemark. Decker edges away the pitch. Fastball a little bit up, the ball and 2 strikes. 1-0, the Rebels lead it. We're in the top of the third. Leadoff man on for Ole Miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stretch the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 call inside corner. That's the 5th strikeout for Alvarez. The K-Cannon presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1.
Psychology of that is fantastic. He didn't land the fastball for a strike after back-to-back sliders. So Udemark thinks in his mind, okay, he's going to go back to the slider. He looks away, and Alvarez busts him inside corner.
Here's Will Furness. A strikeout looking in the first. Decker with the lead at first. Stretch in the pitch. Furness takes the fastball, rather the off-speed pitch for a strike. I'll be surprised. I won't be surprised, let me put it this way, if they don't start Decker, because Furness has hit into 7 double plays this season. Throw over, runner is back. Furness, the leading hitter for Ole Miss coming in. Had a good weekend last weekend in Lincoln, batting .385. 0-1 to Will. Stretch in the pitch. Miss low. Ball and a strike.
I think you got to know that history when you pitch to him, too. You try to keep it down, have him swing over the top of something.
7 homers and 54 runs batted in for Furness. He awaits the 1-1. Here it is. Did he go? He did not. Pitch was low, 2-1. Auburn fans thought he had a strike call regardless. 2 balls and a strike to Will Furness. Decker leads from first. 2-1 pitch. Just missed the outside corner, now 3-1 to Furness.
Already the 4th 3-ball count Alvarez has gone to. He's gotten outs out of the other 3.
Alvarez throws to first, and Decker is back on his belly.
Already up to 48 pitches for Dre.
He comes set. 3-1 pitch to Furness. Swing and a miss and a fastball. Full count. Do you start the runner if you're Ole Miss here? 3-2 to Furness. Struck him out once already.
Yeah.
Stretch. Throw to first, runner back.
He was not leaning if he's eventually going. He didn't lean there.
Stretch by Dre. Another throw to first, and Decker back again, sliding in safely. Decker 13 out of 16 stealing this season. He's going the pitch. Swing and a foul up the left side above the Auburn dugout and off the screen. Furness just waiting on that off-speed pitch and fouled it away.
Yeah, as much as we've seen anybody this year just literally stuck the bat out there and made contact. Decker had a pretty good jump.
Yes, he did. 1-0, Rebels lead it. We're in the top of the third. 1 out and a runner at first, and a 3-2 count to Will Furness. Stretch. He goes, the pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Will keep them out of the double play ball as Rembert throws to first. Furness is retired, and Decker to second base on the fielder's choice.
Yep, you said it just right. Sending the runner there keeps them out of the double play, sets up a situation where a base hit by Becerra can add to their lead.
Becerra, the right fielder now.
That was more of a protective swing by Furness, too. That was a veteran at bat with the runner going. Took a little something off his swing. Didn't want to set up a strike him out, throw him out double play possibility. Just put it in play, and that gets the runner over.
Chase Fraley got to talk it over with the starter, Andreas Alvarez, who is at 51 pitches with 2 outs here in the third. The home plate umpire, John Brammer, will come up to break it up.
Of course, with Auburn's situation, that pitch count isn't as... It's not as important because if he can get you through 5, he can throw 100 pitches, get you through 5, and then you feel good with Jackson Sanders going 4.
He is pitching on 1 day's last rest. Remember, he started last Saturday in that win against NC State.
Yep.
Becerra, a ground out to the shortstop, playing up the middle the last time. Decker gets his lead, the pitch. Ground ball into the shift to Rembert on the outfield grass. Throws to first, inning over. Becerra made it close at first, but not close enough. No runs, a hit. No errors, a man left. To the bottom of the third we go. Ole Miss 1, Auburn nothing. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where were you when this happened?
Now the 1-2 pitch. Fastball driven. Deep left center field. That ball is gone. Oh my goodness. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. 11 to 9 Auburn. Greg Simpson's done it again.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is your home for Auburn baseball. The Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride. And then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere. An enormous, it will be a record-setting crowd before the night is over here at Plainsman Park. We had over 8,200 on hand for the Monday championship round between the Tigers and Milwaukee. And we will have more here we have more here now tonight for the first game of this Super Regional. Ole Miss won, Auburn nothing. 9 1 and 2 hitters for Auburn in the third. Carter, then Mason McCrane and Eric Guevara. Bristol hitting .299 on the season. A couple homers, 25 runs batted. Well, you want this guy on base with 30 stolen bases.
Yeah. Say, look at the corner infielders come in. Well, at least at third.
Udemark up on the edge of the grass at third as Elliott, now first base, comes in as well. The pitch to Carter. Bristol takes a strike. Maybe the lowest strike call we've seen tonight. One nothing, Rebels lead it. 0-1 pitch to Bristol. That misses low, a ball and a strike. Auburn had the bases loaded with one out in the second, but Ballou hit into a 4-6-3 double play. Rebels then got the leadoff man on in the top of this inning, but Alvarez set down the next three in order. Here's a 1-1 pitch to Bristol. Carter. Here it is. Strike call in the inside corner. 1-2 the count. Corner infielders back up. 1-2 pitch. Bristol lines it into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Around first, Bristol stumbles a bit. He's back to the bag. Leadoff man on for Auburn.
Good piece of two-strike hitting. He watched, and then when he finally swung the bat, he got a good level swing at one that was up around his chest, and he drove it to left center.
Randall did a nice job to cut that one off because Bristol was thinking extra bases all the way and then stumbled as he tried to stop at first base.
Just glad he didn't do the Superman dive back into the bag. He did that a lot the first month of the season. He went about a third of the way to second base every time he hit the ball to the outfield in February, and would Superman dive back to the base.
He's at first, and here is Mason McCrane, a strikeout victim in the first. Second time through the order for Auburn. Stretch and the pitch. McCrane, base hit into right field. Carter around second base. He will hold up there. First and second, and nobody out on back-to-back singles for Auburn. And now Guevara to the plate.
With Freilich coming up next, you wouldn't ask Guevara to bunt here, would you? Because then first base would be open.
Possibly.
Yeah. Strategy being discussed.
Here's Guevara. Struck out in the first. Carter at second. McCrane at first. Good wheels out there for Auburn. Pitch on the way. Guevara did show bunt, pulled the bat back, and was hit.
Wow.
The bases are loaded with nobody out.
That's an even better setup for Freilich, isn't it?
That is the 15th batter that Elliott has hit. I don't know if Guevara was really looking bunt or just showing it. And now the bases are loaded for Freilich. Popped it up to the third baseman in the first.
On the first pitch. He went after the first pitch last time.
Guevara at first. McCrane at second. Carter at third. Nobody out. Auburn trails 1-0. We're in the bottom of the third. Stretch by Elliott. And the pitch. Outside, ball one.
Also to note, they can't shift with the bases loaded.
Although the third baseman Udemark is playing well off the line at third base.
Yeah, Carter could come down the line a little more.
Bristol down the line about a third of the way. Returns back to the bag. Here's the 1-0. Fralick pops it into left. Randall underneath it. He's there to make the catch. Bristol tags. Throw is home. 1-1 ball game. Didn't hit it real deep.
Nope.
But deep enough to score Bristol Carter to tie the ball game.
Got it in off the hands a little bit, but Fralick strong enough he could punch it out there to shallow left, deep enough to score Carter.
McCrane and Guevara stay put at first and second. And we're tied. One out, and here is Rembert. Walked to lead off the second. Stretch by Elliott. And a throw back to second base. Low, no tag applied by Decker, and Mason McCrane dives back to the bag. Two singles, a hit batter, and a sacrifice fly have tied this game. We're in the bottom of the third, tied at 1. Now the pitch to Rembert. Chris takes it low. Off-speed delivery. A ball and no strikes. Rembert walked to lead off the second.
It was just his 18th walk taken this year. He's an early contact guy and really patient first at bat.
Stretch by Hunter Elliott, the lefty. Comes home. Bounced up there. Good job by Fawley to keep the runners at first and second.
It's exactly what he did. Otherwise, Rembert's batting with 2 in scoring position.
I think there's activity in the Ole Miss pen. They'll try and get you a number. First and foremost, we'll tell you what's about to happen on a 2-0 pitch to Rembert. Here it is. Ground ball to the third baseman, Udemark. Takes it to the bag at third, throws to first, and for the second consecutive inning, the Rebels get a double play to get out of the inning. 5-3, Udemark to Furness. A run for Auburn on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 3. Auburn and Ole Miss tied at 1, and Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Back to more of the Tigers and Rebels in super regional action at Plainsman Park.
The line scores are identical. A run, 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left for Auburn and Ole Miss. Before we get to the top of the fourth, we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Five, 6, and 7 hitters for the Rebels in the fourth to take you through the middle 3 innings. Here's Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you. The run that Ole Miss scored on Alvarez broke a scoreless inning streak in super regional action for Dre. He had 4 scoreless innings against Coastal Carolina here last year. Struck out the side in the first. Federico, Pano, and Fawley due up in the fourth. Federico, a sophomore out of West Monroe, Louisiana. This is his 115th game at Ole Miss, his 103rd start. He has 101 hits. So a really productive center fielder. He's a left-handed hitter. Steps on the box, addresses Alvarez, and the right-hander fires. And it's a strike, 0-1. Federico hit by a pitch in the second. He scored the Ole Miss run. Auburn's infield plays him to pull, so does the outfield. Not a shift, but considerable pull placement. Ole Miss hit into the shift for out number 3 in the third inning. Pitch, fastball, fouled back, 0-2. Federico just a couple of points under 300 for the year. It's a Rebels team that went 15-15 during SEC play. Wind in the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and Federico knew it.
Sure did.
Turned around, headed straight to the dugout. Strikeout number 6 for Andreas Alvarez. Half a dozen punch-outs through 3 1/3.
Tell you what, that's a tough pitch. Mid-90s and down like that.
Yeah.
Whew, good luck.
Now here's Owen Pano, another sophomore, another left-handed hitter. He singled his first time. Just lifted it over Guevara's head at third, an opposite field single. Fastball misses just a little bit low. Ball 1 to the Ole Miss shortstop. Rebels have turned 2 inning-ending double plays. That's kept Auburn from grabbing the lead. It's 1-1, 1-0 pitch. That's upstairs. 2 balls, no strike. We could very well have 10,000 here at the ballpark tonight. They are loving it. Super regional action at Plainsman Park. It's got a good ring to it. 2-0 pitch. Pulled on the ground to second. Rembert, backhand, couldn't get it. Stops it, picks it up, throws to first, still got him. He overran the ball trying to make a backhand stop. Left it on the dirt. Pulled a U-turn, came back to get it, and threw out Pano for out number 2.
He just didn't go too far after he knocked the ball down. He was able to come back, and his momentum is then carrying him to first base for the throw.
So good composure there for sophomore second baseman for the Tigers. 2 up, 2 down in the fourth. And Austin Fawley, the catcher. First pitch to Fawley. A little low, 1-0. Fawley, Fawley, a junior. 13 home runs he struck out in the second inning. Looked at a third strike. 1-0. Breaking ball on the outside corner. Slider for strike 1. Runs are even at 1, hits are even at 3. Alvarez has his sign, winds, and delivers. Fastball, missed the inside edge. It's 2-1.
Velocity, not a problem. That was 95 off the inside edge.
Fawley, 36 career home runs, 2-1 pitch. Slider pulled hard on the ground, left side, 2-2.
Tell you what, he didn't miss that by much.
No. Last year, Fawley hit .256, had 21 homers, drove in 53. Crowd behind Alvarez. Righty versus righty, the 2-2. Pulled hard left field, solid base hit all the way to the wall. Fawley rounds first, Terrell's throw comes into second. It's too high or else they would have had him. It sails second base and it's backed up over near the first base line. It's a double by Austin Fawley, and he's bailed out by the fact that Terrell fired a cannon from the warning track in left. If he is a little less on that throw, they get Fawley by a few feet.
8th double of the year for Fawley. And really the first time tonight we can say that was a mistake pitch by Alvarez because he left it up.
Yeah. The hardest hit ball of the night for the Rebels, and they've got a 2-out double. Man in scoring position for Braden Randall. Started in right field, moved to left after the first inning. Pitch. Fastball down and in, 1-0.
Remember, he had the 2-out single back in the second to give Ole Miss the lead.
Yep.
Trying to do the same thing here.
Poked it through the right side, pulled it past between Rembert and Bingaman. That was in the second. That was a 2-out, 2-strike hit. Now the 1-0. Off speed and a little low. 2 balls, no strikes. 3 or 4 times this inning, Alvarez has gone after the low strike and hadn't gotten it. Fawley gets his lead from second. Another left-handed hitter for the Rebels. Randall waits, 2-0 pitch. That's inside. 3 balls, no strike. Number 9 hitter Reuter waits on deck. Shift for the Tigers. 3 infielders on the right side of the diamond. Only Guevara on the left. 3-0 pitch. Randall takes it for a strike. It's 3-1.
Randall fell behind 0-2 back in the second, single through the right side. Hitters count here on 3-1 with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
Pitch clock's at 7 as Alvarez comes set, and he deals. And it's fouled away left side, and Dre's work to fill up the count. And now 10,000 strong will get loud again for their sophomore right-hander. 1-1 ball game, 4th inning. Go ahead run at second, 2 out. And the payoff pitch to Randall. Ground ball through the hole left side into left field. They will wave Fawley around third. He will score. No throw comes in. Another 2-out, 2-strike hit by Braden Randall. And he has given Ole Miss the lead back. It's 2-1. He has driven in both of their runs with 2-out, 2-strike singles.
He went against the shift that time, went the opposite way. Nobody there for Auburn. No chance for Bub to throw out even the catcher at home plate for the Rebels.
So after Auburn tied it in the bottom of the third, Rebels grabbed the lead back in the top of the fourth. And now here's Colin Reuter, senior from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Runner goes, pitch outside, throw to second is in time, he's out. Randall tried to steal on the first pitch, and Freilich wiped him out. Second time he's been caught stealing in 7 tries. And that's out number 3. Reuter will lead off the 5th. In the 4th, a run on 2 hits, both with 2 outs. No errors and a runner left stranded. Tigers trail by 1 again. It's 2-1, and we head to the bottom of the 4th when we come back. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Children's of Alabama reminds you that every child's head injury should be treated like a serious injury until a doctor says it's not. The CDC estimates some 4 million sports and recreation-related concussions occur each year. Even a minor fall or collision may be a concern. Symptoms typically include headaches, unsteadiness, confusion, or sleepiness. To find out what to do in case of a suspected concussion, visit childrensal.org/concussion and always dial 911 in case of an emergency.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Through 4 turns on the mound, Andreas Alvarez is above 70 pitches. As Auburn comes to bat in the 4th, Hunter Elliott is only at 38. Auburn trails 2-1. Tigers will have Bingaman, Terrell, and Brandon McCrane due up in the 4th inning. Former Auburn standout and 10-year major leaguer Scott Sullivan. This is really cool. He's going to headline the Sword and Shield Gala on Friday, October 9th at the Auburn University Hotel and Dixon Conference Center. You can get your tickets for that now. Event's October 9th. You can get your tickets now, though, at stmichaelcatholicschool.com. stmichaelcatholicschool.com, the Sword and Shield Gala in October. Here is Bingaman. First pitch to him is a ball high, 1-0.
Auburn's had the bases loaded with 1 out in the second and nobody out in the third. Have only scored 1 run as a result. Double inning-ending double plays in both the second and the third for the Rebels.
Yeah, defensive execution, a big reason they're up 1 right now. Here's the pitch. Bingaman takes that. Oh, for a low strike.
Oh, that's a bad pitch.
Yeah.
That's a bad call.
Low strike call. It's 1-1.
Sure is.
Elliott back to work quickly with nobody on base, fires it in there. And it's popped up to center field. Fly ball to center. Federico is under it. And he makes the catch. 1 out.
Should have been 2-0.
And now Bub Terrell comes to the plate. An infield single for Terrell. Bub hit 10 of his 16 home runs in league play, including 3 the last 2 days of the regular season in this ballpark against Georgia.
Homered at the SEC tournament.
Yep. Yeah, so 11 of his 16 against SEC pitching. Bats here with nobody on, 1 out in the fourth. Pitch home. It's upstairs, 1-0. Terrell with a base hit in the second. 45 RBIs on the year. And the Let's Go Bub chant breaks out again. 1-0 pitch. Off speed and missed the inside corner. 2-0. Will we see a big swing here on 2-0? Outfield plays him a step or so to pull. Well, if he could go the other way. Here's the 2-0. Taken downstairs. 3 balls, no strikes.
Right-hander, number 21, Owen Kelly. I understand warming up in the pen right now for the Rebels.
The lefty Elliott about to throw his 45th pitch. It's a 3-0 to Terrell. And it's high and inside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk. That is the 3rd walk to go with a hit batter for Elliott. 1 out base runner. And Brandon McCrane to the plate. Brandon drew a 4-pitch walk in the second inning. Tying run aboard for Auburn with 1 out in the fourth. Elliott set, looks home, looks to first, and throws to first, and they got him picked off, but ball was dropped by Furness. Boy, about 3 different things happened there. Elliott came very close to balking. The Auburn coaches believe he balked.
Sure did.
And then he had Bub picked off, but Furness dropped the ball, so Terrell was able to get back safely. All right. Elliott again looks home, looks to first, and throws home. And it swung on and missed, 0-1. Elliott tonight has only given up 3 hits, but he's given up 4 free base runners. 0-1. Low. 1 ball, 1 strike. His control has not been dialed in. The strikeouts, by the way, came to the first 2 batters of the game. The junior left-hander comes set and throws to first. And the crowd all over him now. I mean, you get that 45-degree angle that you can't cross, and Elliott is flirting with that line. And that's putting it mildly. He's coming as close as you can to stepping toward home and it being legal. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Popped up a hanging breaking ball on the infield. Right side, this is Decker, the second baseman, puts it away. 2 outs. And now Cade Ballou grounded into a double play with the bases loaded and 1 out in the second inning.
Now, Elliott so far has done a great job of minimizing damage.
Yeah. It's not often you see a guy sub 50 pitches in the 4th inning with 3 walks and a hit batter. Those double plays have helped him. And here's the first pitch to Ballou. Called strike, outside corner, under the knees, 0-1. Hole on the right side as they hold on Terrell. And the 0-1 to Ballou. Outside and low. That'll even the count. Carter would be next. There are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Tigers trail 2-1. Tying run at first with 2 down. Last of 4 super regional games across the country today. 1-1 pitch. Little dribbler foul right side. Off-speed pitch, he was early. And it's 1-2. All 8 super regionals are in action tomorrow. Our game will start at 4 tomorrow afternoon. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Can Ballou come up with a 2-strike, 2-out hit? Elliott throws to first. And again, Terrell is back. From the stretch, Elliott deals. Pulled hard but foul off the right side. Very, very early. A change at 77 miles an hour, and it was up. And Ballou drilled it, but he was very early. Still a ball, 2 strike. Ballou drove in 6 runs in the 5 regional games. The 1-2 to him here is lifted foul, back behind the plate and out of play.
Wasn't going to take a chance on that fastball on the outside edge. It's a good job to stay alive.
Yeah, caught up to it enough to foul it off after the changeup at 77. Tried to run the fastball by him. Another 1-2 to the Auburn right fielder. It's on the way, and it's pulled foul again, right side. He is so early on that changeup.
Scaring the heck of the Ole Miss dugout, though.
Yeah, they're wide awake.
Yeah.
And Gabe Gross has seen something with Ballou here, because he called for Anthony Sanderson, the head athletic trainer, after that swing. Gabe Gross saw it and immediately called for Anthony Sanderson. You may have heard it on our effects feed.
It's his elbow that they're looking at right now. His lead elbow, that right elbow.
Ooh. Now, he just nodded yes. And everybody's going to go back to the dugout. Gabe Gross, Butch Thompson, Anthony Sanderson. All right, Ballou back in the box. And yet another 1-2 pitch from Elliott. On its way home. Ground ball, right side, foul. Sonny DeShera put the hand out there, tried to grab it. Couldn't squeeze it. Good at bat by Ballou. Behind in the count, 1-2, but he's fouled off 3-4 in a row. Terrell gets his short lead at first. Elliott looks home. Here's the pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. Ballou wins the battle. Runners at first and second with 2 down. Outstanding at bat by the junior, Cade Ballou. finally made Elliott give in to him and give him something out over the plate.
Well, and I wonder if Elliott missed his spot, Brad. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got a guy that has an injured elbow, and that's a fastball, but he left it over the plate. And Ballou just reached out and lined it into center. Nicely done.
Well, that's what happens when you keep fouling off pitch after pitch. You make a guy hit his spot over and over again. Now here's Bristol Carter, solid single to left center his first time. First pitch to him here. Swing and a foul back, had a good cut, 0-1.
Fastball at 91.
Base hit from Bristol would tie the game.
A gapper gives Auburn the lead.
Ballou runs very well at first. Terrell gets his lead from second. Can Carter go 2 for 2? Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball right field. Got an in off the hands. Becerra is over to make the catch, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 stranded. Auburn has left 5 on base in the last 3 innings. Just keep chipping away. 2-1, Ole Miss has the lead through 4. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories, like cookouts, cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad, the one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Exclusive play-by-play coverage of Auburn baseball is brought to you by Alabama Power. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
Ole Miss leads Auburn 2-1 as the Rebels come to bat in the 5th inning. Reuter was at the plate when Randall was thrown out trying to steal to end the 4th inning. So it'll be Reuter, then back to the top of the order, Decker and Utermark against Andreas Alvarez. 70 pitches for Dre through the first 4 innings. Ole Miss in SEC play dropped 2 of 3 at Texas to start conference play. So that's a shared series and a shared result. Similarly, against Texas, the Rebels won the first game. They did it in overtime. I remember listening to the end of that game coming out of the ballpark in Columbia after Auburn's Game 1 win over Missouri. Reuter starts, and there's a strike, a slider. So they dropped 2 of 3 at Texas. They took 2 of 3 from Kentucky, same as Auburn. They were swept by Mississippi State in Oxford, 0-1. Fast strike, 0-2. Took 2 of 3 from Florida in Gainesville, just like Auburn. Swept LSU. Took the series from Tennessee in Knoxville, 0-2 pitch. Downstairs, a ball and 2 strikes to the number 9 hitter. Dropped 2 of 3 to Georgia, just like Auburn. Dropped 2 of 3 at Arkansas. Took 2 of 3 from Texas A&M. And then dropped 2 of 3 to Alabama, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Breaking ball sends Reuter back to the Ole Miss dugout. Strikeout number 7 for Alvarez. K-counter presented by Kia of Auburn, where you're always number 1. Hudson Calhoun has started to throw for Ole Miss in their bullpen. Dom Decker, the second baseman. 1 for 2 tonight, grounds it to third, diving, under the glove of Guevara and into left field. Decker has a 2-hit night, went after the first pitch, opposite field single. Guevara dove hard for that, and it was under his glove.
Well, they've done a nice job of going away from the shift, especially with the left-handed hitters.
Yeah, at least 3 of their hits have been from lefties going the other way. Now Utermark is looking for his first hit. He struck out twice. Big hole right side if he were to try to go the other way. Instead, he takes a strike, 0-1.
Double play threat with Ford. Don't be surprised if Decker doesn't try to steal a base.
13 stolen bases. He's been caught 3 times. And the 0-1 to Utermark. Nope, throw to first instead. Quick throw. Runner's back. 2-1, Rebels lead. Top of the 5th inning. Alvarez checks the runner over his left shoulder. 0-1 pitch. Utermark swings and lines it up the right field line. Foul. And it's 0-2 to the powerful Ole Miss third baseman.
6'5", 250 out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
Every bit of it.
Yes.
Crowd behind Alvarez. Runner leads from first. Here is the 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball to left field. That's deep. Terrell is back, and all he can do is watch it. Leaves the ballpark. 2-run home run by Judd Utermark, his 22nd of the season. It's a 2-run blast, and Ole Miss leads 4-1. I was hopeful that it was too high, that he got under it too much. But that went by the wayside. 22nd homer, RBI 50 and 51.
Second home run of the postseason of the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
On an 0-2 pitch.
Yep. Well, every single run-scoring hit tonight has come with 2 strikes. Now Furness, swing and a miss at a change, 0-1.
L.J. Cormier warming up in the Auburn pen.
4-1. Wind by Alvarez, the pitch. Way outside, a ball and a strike.
Like Auburn, Ole Miss does not mind going to its bullpen. They were terrific last week, and that bullpen was great for Ole Miss in the Lincoln Regional.
Long look in by Dre, and the 1-1. Outside fastball, 2-1.
And so far, Hunter Elliott has minimized damage. Auburn's had some opportunities, but Elliott has worked in and out of a lot of trouble so far. And now has at least a 4-1 lead.
2-1 pitch. Furness swings and misses at the changeup again. Both strikes in the at-bat have come on that off-speed pitch. One out. Terrell back to regulation spot in left field. And the 2-2. Fastball pulled on a hop off of Rembert's glove and into shallow right field. That ball was blasted out to second base on a hop. Rembert will tell you he should have gotten it. It was off the bat at a high speed. But it's a base runner for Ole Miss. Furness aboard.
Just the 6th error of the year for the Auburn second baseman. And Everett Teaford will bring the infield to the mound.
Tigers trail 4-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. Listen to all things SEC, including live games and SEC This Morning. Tune to SiriusXM SEC Radio, channel 374, streaming on the SiriusXM app. Conversation with the infield and the Auburn pitching coach wraps up. Auburn averaged 10 runs a game in the regional. They scored 8, a minimum of 8, in all 5 games. Going to need to score at least 5 to win tonight. Tigers trail 4-1. Meeting on the mound, over. Becerra in. First pitch to him. Right in there for a strike. To him a breaking ball, 0-1. Becerra has grounded out twice. Auburn in the shift. He hit it very hard, but right to Rembert in the shift in right field to end the 3rd inning. Bats here with a runner at first and 1 out in the 5th. And Ole Miss leading 4-1. Pitch off speed, strike 2. Need that second out, try to get a little momentum back. Crowd behind him. From the stretch, Alvarez delivers. Called strike 3, fastball inside corner, and Becerra just watched it. 8th strikeout now for Alvarez, second out in the 5th. So here's Hayden Federico. Federico 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored in the 2nd. Struck out to lead off the 4th. 4-1 Ole Miss. Rebels have out-hit the Tigers 7-4. First pitch, Federico takes a slider. A little bit in for ball 1.
Finals on the Yellowwood scoreboard today in the NCAA Super Regionals. West Virginia over Cal Poly 12-2 in Morgantown. Southern Cal came from behind to win at North Carolina 9-5. Troy, a winner at home tonight and today against Little Rock 12-2.
1-0 to Federico. The Ole Miss center fielder, a little swinging bunt left side, fielded by Guevara, throws with a bare hand. Fielded it with his bare hand and then threw on to first for the out. Big 3rd out on a well-played ball by Guevara. In fact, that's our defensive play of the game, presented by Cook's Pest Control. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left. The best defense for your home is Cook's, the South's most trusted name in pest control since 1928, and the official pest control provider of the Auburn Tigers. We're halfway home. Offense tries to figure out Hunter Elliott when we come back. It's 4-1 Ole Miss. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Bottom of the 5th inning at Plainsman Park. Auburn trails Ole Miss 4-1. 5th inning has been the most productive inning for Auburn this year. 5th inning is presented by Southern Union. Move seamlessly to Auburn to complete your bachelor's degree in selected programs by taking courses at Southern Union and Auburn concurrently at Southern Union's tuition rates. Let Southern Union put you on a path to the plains. Top of the order, McCrane, Guevara, Freilich, all to get their 3rd look at Hunter Elliott. Activity in the bullpen for Ole Miss, but Elliott only at 58 pitches. 26 balls, 32 strikes. And yet the Rebels lead it 4-1. Pitch to McCrane. Strike outside corner, 0-1. Mason singled on the first pitch he saw in the 3rd inning. He struck out in the 1st. 1 for 2. Freshman, left-handed hitting DH tonight, 0-1. Missed down and away, a ball and a strike. This is our first baseball game since the passing of Paul Ellen, and there's been a tremendous outpouring of sympathy from the Auburn family. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Paul loved baseball. He was an integral part of our broadcast for a long time. Play-by-play at Auburn for football, 1979 and 1980. 1-2 pitch. Downstairs, 2-2.
He called the 1976 College World Series at Rosenblatt Stadium in Omaha. Then was with me in 2019 when Auburn made the trip to Omaha.
He had the call of Stephen Williams' walk-off homer in that Georgia Tech regional that year.
Casey Mize no-hitter here.
2-2. Outside, 3 balls, 2 strikes. There is a more obscure call. Auburn swept South Carolina. May have been 2018 or 2017. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count to McCrane. Here is the wind and Elliott's pitch. Ball 4 low and a good start to the 5th inning. McCrane draws a walk to get on base for Eric Guevara. And Connor Davis, his freshman year, hit a walk-off home run.
On Sunday.
Rod Bramlett had the call, but after the home run call, you hear Paul in the background go, ooh. Because the ball was belted.
He did the same thing with me at UAB. I think in that 19th season, Brett Wright hit a late inning home run to win a game. Same thing.
Eric Guevara, runner at first, nobody out. Throw to first.
Most importantly, he was, and yes, he was a fabulous broadcaster and our historian.
Yeah.
But he was such a good man, such a good man, and such a dear friend of all of us that got a chance to be with Paul.
First pitch to Guevara. Upstairs, 1 ball, no strikes. You know, we love our time in the car on road trips.
Oh, my.
And with Paul in particular,
those stories.
What kind of stories are you going to get today?
Good ones.
I mean, just looking forward to the whole way to pick him up and start those rides. 1-0 pitch to Guevara. Swing and a miss. Early on a change, a ball and a strike. And for me, like I became a fan who was actively listening to broadcasts pregame and postgame as a teenager. That's in the 90s. 1 ball, 1 strike. Low and inside, 2-1. And so the network, as you know it now, had been formed at that point. And it was Paul's voice that opened the door for you to usher you into a game day, and it was Paul's voice that, took you home. 2-1 pitch from Elliott to Guevara on the way. That's downstairs, blocked. 3-1 the count.
That started in 1990 with the Auburn Network, Jim and Charlie, Quentin Riggins on the sideline. I was the locker room guy, and Paul was the voice before the game, at halftime, and postgame.
Back in Auburn Network Control, as it was known then. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Guevara from Elliott. It is fouled away, out of play, 3-2.
Paul touched a lot of lives out there. And not just Auburn folks. We've heard from folks outside the Auburn family of the impact that Paul had. And our sincere sympathies to Pam, brother Tim, and that whole Ellen family.
Payoff pitch to Guevara. Flied off the right side. He's hanging in there. Full count, walk to McCrane. Full count now to Guevara. Tigers trail 4-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, nobody out. McCrane, the runner at first. Elliott and Guevara jousting. Here's the pitch. Swing, ground ball, right side, base hit. McCrane stops at second. Guevara wins a lengthy at bat, an opposite field bouncing ball single. Tigers have something cooking in the 5th. First and second, nobody out.
For the 3rd, make that the 4th consecutive inning. Auburn has multiple runners on base. They have not fully taken advantage in the 3 previous innings.
Yeah.
Right, but they have first and second and nobody out, and Fralick coming to the plate right here. More on Paul Ellen, one of the funniest, quick-witted individuals that you ever wanted to be around, and he would take a jab at everybody. We were all victims to his wit. That drive back from UAB that night where Brett Wright hit that late inning home run.
Yeah.
We're driving back, we're over the mountain, we're about to get to Chelsea, and I'm driving, and I get pulled over. It's midnight, I'm doing 60 and a 55, and I got pulled over. Thankfully, I just got a warning, but Paul Ellen rode me about that the entire way home. And then again,
I love it.
Every day that I saw him.
That's why he was calling you Mario Andretti for 6 months.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right, Fralick. Now that the meeting on the mound is over, first and second, nobody out. Pitch to Chase. Low, ball 1.
Calhoun continues to warm up in the pen for the Ole Miss Rebels. Auburn down 4-1. Nobody out. Runners at first and second, and nobody out here in the 5th inning.
1-0 pitch to Fralick. Elliott fires. Low, 2-0. Chase going to make him work. A walk and a single on full counts to open the inning. Tying run at the plate, bottom of the 5th. Chase has driven in 1 already tonight with a sacrifice fly. Auburn's only run to this point, that was in the 3rd. He popped up on the infield in the 1st. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and a pop-up again. Right side of the infield, first baseman under it. Furness makes the grab, 1 down.
Infield fly rule on. Boy, oh boy, 2-0. That's a big out for Ole Miss to get Fralick there.
There are a couple of times tonight. Rembert's double play to end the 3rd inning came on a 2-0 pitch, and Auburn's hitters all season have taken big swings if they get something good 2-0. That time a good swing, he was just underneath it too much, a pop-up on the infield. So now it's up to Rembert to try to move these runners over. Again, Elliott trying to wriggle off the hook. First pitch to Rembert. Swing and a bouncing ball left side foul. Big swing as he reached out over the plate. Fouled it away, 0-1. A walk in the 2nd. This is the 3rd time in 5 innings Auburn's gotten the leadoff man on base. Leadoff runner scored in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch. Rembert swings, lines it up the middle. That's a base hit. Here comes McCrane. He rounds 3rd. He'll score. And Auburn will go 1st to 3rd with Guevara. RBI single, Chris Rembert. It's 4-2 Ole Miss. Rembert extends his hitting streak to 18 games.
Drives home his 46th run of the year. That ball was smoked.
Yeah.
And that will be all for Hunter Elliott. Mike Bianco is out. And Ole Miss is about to make a Pepper Tree pitching change for a new level of taste. Tiger fans know it's got to be Pepper Tree. For the best wine selection and the finest cuts of beet, visit Pepper Tree in Auburn or Montgomery and online at steaksandwine.com. Steaks, the letter, and wine.com. Runners at the corners for Auburn. 1 out. Tigers cut the lead to 4-2. And we believe it's Hudson Calhoun coming on for Ole Miss in this Pepper Tree pitching change.
Hey Tiger fans, it's college baseball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Backwards K's and Barn Burners. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this postseason. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Auburn baseball games or to any other live event in Auburn, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Auburn Tiger baseball. Let's go Tigers, SeatGeek.
The right-hander, number 23, Hudson Calhoun, is on for Ole Miss. 6'4", 210-pound junior from Tupelo, Mississippi, out of McCallie School. Calhoun 4-3 on the year, a 3.71 earned run average. This will be his 21st appearance and his 19th in relief. 3 saves for the Rebels, 43 and 2/3 innings, 21 runs, 18 earned on 35 hits, 63 strikeouts, 23 walks. He has given up 8 homers and opponents hitting .217 against Calhoun. Last week, he picked up a win in relief. Actually, 2 appearances last week in the regional in Lincoln with the save. So a win and a save involved in 2 of the 3 wins for the Rebels. 4 and 2/3 innings, no runs, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, a walk, and the regional last week hit .071 against the right-hander Hudson Calhoun.
Calhoun threw 51 pitches in 3 2/3 innings against Arizona State a week ago tonight to open the regional in Lincoln. 1 hit in 3 2/3 innings with a run and 3 strikeouts, so doing great. And then came back the next day to get the save over Nebraska. So he hasn't pitched in 6 days, and he only threw 8 pitches 6 days ago. So he's plenty rested. For Auburn, a walk, a single, a pop-out, and then an RBI single on which Guevara went first to third. So Rembert is at first, Guevara is at third, and Ethan Bingaman comes to the plate.
2 pop-ups by Bingaman to right in the second and to center in the fourth. Those were against, obviously, Hunter Elliott, and you got a feeling that he was just a tick under. Now, what does he do in his first look against this talented reliever, Hudson Calhoun?
And is he looking to ambush something on the first pitch from Calhoun? Big 6'4" Mississippian. Calhoun looks home. The right-hander delivers. First pitch high with a fastball, 1-0.
93 on that fastball.
More velocity than we saw from Elliott, so a totally different look. Faster, taller, right-hander. Bingaman with runners at the corners. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss at a sharp slider.
Sure was. That was a good one, too.
1-1. Might have started off the outside corner and kept going.
Ethan was looking fastball there.
Yep. Base hit scores a run. It's 4-2 Ole Miss, bottom of the 5th. 1-1. Strike right through there. 1-2, and he's maybe got Bingaman in between. Slider and fastball. From the stretch, Calhoun looks home. Throws to first. Runner back. Bub Terrell on deck. 4-2 Rebels. Bottom of the 5th. Calhoun stretches. And pitches. Bingaman swings and fouls it up the right side.
Sonny DeShera had to move out of the way of that one. That ball was blistered. I love that idea, though, by Bingaman trying to take that up the first base line.
Yeah, holding on, holding Rembert at first base, you get a lot of room on the right side. Another 1-2 pitch from Calhoun. On the way. High, 2-2, fastball.
Yes, it was, and I'm surprised. I just wonder when he breaks off another one of those sliders, and when he does, if he does, can Bingaman think going to right field with so much room on the right side of the infield here?
Freshman with the open stance. Catcher sets up inside, 2-2 pitch, fastball, swung and missed. Tied him up, 2 outs. This guy is good. And now a lefty, Bub Terrell, tries to come through with 2 outs.
Well, he didn't need the slider there, did he?
No.
He just tied up Ethan with a fastball in.
I think he might have caught Ethan looking slider there too. Dre did that to one of their right-handed hitters earlier. 2 runners on. They're at the corners with 2 outs. Terrell's been on base twice. He's singled and he's walked. That was against Elliott. His first look at the right-hander, Calhoun. Glove up to his ear to get the pitch call. Now he's got it. Comes set at the belt. And the throw to first, and the runner's back.
Ole Miss has 18 pickoffs this season. That's remarkable.
Wow.
Calhoun does not have one.
Calhoun works from the stretch. The pitch to Bub. Swing and a fly ball to shallow center. They're going to get out of it again. Federico comes in, makes the catch, and the inning's over. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. That's 7 left on the base paths for the Tigers through 5 innings. It's 4-2 Ole Miss, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Dr. Michael Zabala.
Well, it was kind of funny because he called me and said, I have an injured player. Can you make him something to get him back on the field? And if I'm entirely honest, I didn't know exactly how we were going to do it. But I said, yes, we absolutely can. I didn't even know who the player was, but I did feel pretty confident we could make something for him. So Robbie and Kirk Nelson show up with who ultimately was Anthony Schwartz. So we brought him in. Jake Larson, who's now our head of engineering at EXO, was a PhD student in my lab at the time. And he quite brilliantly figured out how to go from the scan of Anthony's hand to a 3D printed device that he was able to wear in his hand. And he started wearing it in practices, and then he wore it in games, and next thing we knew, he was scoring touchdowns while he was wearing it.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Well, teams are battling like you'd expect in Game 1 of the Super Regional. 4-2, Ole Miss has the lead. The difference so far in this game is a 2-run home run last inning by Judd Utermark. 4-2, Rebels have the lead. They've out-hit the Tigers 7-6. Auburn baseball is brought to you in part by East Alabama Health. With their spacious cancer center, patients can make cancer a distant memory instead of a distant drive. That's why East Alabama Health is Auburn's home field advantage. Tomorrow, the other 4 Super Regionals get underway as well. Kansas hosts Oklahoma. St. John's visits Alabama. Georgia hosts Mississippi State. And Texas hosts Oregon. All 8 Super Regionals in action tomorrow. Here's Owen Pano, the shortstop. First pitch to him, slider for a strike, 0-1.
89th pitch thrown by Alvarez.
Pano tonight has singled and grounded out to second. And he swings and misses at the curve, 0-2. Slider, curveball. It's still Cormier in the pen for Auburn.
Double check for you.
Right-hander. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Pano takes a curveball low for ball 1. All 3 of Ole Miss's run-scoring hits tonight have come with 2 strikes.
It is LJ.
Righty-lefty. Alvarez off the wind, the pitch. Fouled back. Off the brick and all the way back out to third. 4 o'clock first pitch tomorrow on the air at 3:45. Plainsman Plaza open again. Another beautiful day on tap tomorrow. Pitch home. Fouled up left side, up and over the Ole Miss fans in their chair back seats. And still a ball, 2 strikes. They have done a really good job with 2 strikes tonight. The 1-2 pitch. Low. Evens the count, 2-2. Alvarez going to fight for every pitch. He's at 94. Better than 2-1 strike to ball ratio. And the 2-2 to the Ole Miss shortstop. Swing and a miss. He tried to stop on a slider. He could not do it. That's 9 strikeouts now for Alvarez through 5 1/3. Really tied up Pano with a slider. Did it to start the at-bat and to end it. 1 away in the 6th, and Austin Fawley is the hitter. He doubled with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the 4th.
Final line, by the way, on the starter, Elliott, 4 1/3 innings, 2 runs, 6 hits, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts, a hit batter. 76 pitches, 41 for strikes.
Pitch. Fast strike, 0-1. Righty to the Ole Miss catcher. The pitch, little bloop, foul territory. Bingaman gives chase and slides, but he can't get there in time. And quickly the count 0-2 on the Ole Miss catcher. Fawley 1 for 2, double and a run scored. He struck out against Alvarez in the 2nd inning. Top of the 6th, 1 out, nobody on. Alvarez winds, plants, fires. And missed just a little bit up. 1 ball, 2 strike. Alvarez again tries to put away Fawley. Off the end of the bat, foul up over Donahue Drive. Four, 7-0, the line for Ole Miss. Rebels have stranded 4. 2, 6-1 for Auburn. Tigers have left 7. 1-2 pitch. Fastball popped up, back. That'll drift on out of play. And we'll do it again. Alvarez trying to make it through the 6th. Shorten the night for the bullpen. Another 1-2. On the way. Called strike 3, fastball, froze him. He struck out the first 2 batters in the 6th inning. 10 strikeouts, 4th game this year with 10 punch-outs for Alvarez. 2nd time he's gotten Fawley looking. And now Randall, who's been a thorn in the side of Alvarez tonight. 2 out, 2 strike, RBI singles for Randall. You can argue his at-bats are the difference in the game. First pitch, off speed, bounced up there to him, 1-0. He'd love a 1-2-3 inning. That hasn't happened since Alvarez struck out the side in the 1st. We're in the 6th. 1-0 pitch. Fouled up the left side. That'll get out of play. Between the stands and the parking deck that is just overflowing with people. Everywhere in the ballpark is overflowing with people.
And outside.
Yeah. 1-1 to Randall. Off speed and down and in. 2-1. Number 8 hitter in the lineup. 21 RBIs now on the year with his 2 tonight. Infield plays him to pull. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, 3-1.
He's just had a very good NCAA tournament. Hit 500 last weekend, 2 for 2 tonight. Now with 5 runs batted in the NCAAs.
And a hitter's count. Here's the pitch. Strike 2, outside corner, well placed.
You know what Randall's thinking? All right, now time to go to work.
Yep.
2 outs, 2 strikes.
Yep. Here comes a wave of noise. Pitch home. Oh, it's called ball 4. I don't believe it. Fralick popped up, ready to throw the ball back and end the inning. It was a slider, and I think that crossed up John Brammer. We get another look.
Oh, my.
It's a really good pitch.
Sure is.
That's a really good pitch, but it's called ball 4.
His first walk of the night.
And that'll do it, I think. Everett Tiefert is out. He made the pitch he wanted to make, but he didn't get the call. Now credit Randall, another good at bat. He works a 2-out walk. Will they make a move or will they just discuss?
Everett Tiefert may wait till the home plate umpire comes out.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't blame him if he did.
No, they make the call. There it is. L.J. Cormier is going to come on for the Tigers. Doggone it. Alvarez made the pitch he wanted to make there. Called inside, and Randall works a 2-out walk. Crowd comes to their feet. It's the last time they'll see Andreas Alvarez in this ballpark this year. And his goodbye yesterday begins to blare over the speakers at Plainsman Park. The Tigers make a War Eagle Plus call to the bullpen for L.J. Cormier.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
We will do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Auburn in the bullpen for L.J. Cormier, freshman right-hander, 6'1", 173-pound right-hander out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Sipsey High School. Cormier comes on trying to get the final out here in the 6th, 2-0 on the year, a 2.49 earned run average. This will be his 21st appearance, which leads the Auburn Ball Club, all 21 in relief with 2 saves. 47 innings, 15 runs, 13 earned on 33 hits. 59 strikeouts, 12 walks, 2 homers, and opponents are hitting .191 against Cormier. LJ made 2 appearances last week in Auburn's regional championship. Friday night, a struggle for LJ against Milwaukee, but Buddy, his second time around was terrific. On the weekend, he went 1-0 with 4.7 ERA in 2 appearances. 4 runs on 5 hits in 7 2/3 innings, 10 strikeouts, no walks. He gave up a 3-run homer, and opponents hit .192 against L.J. Cormier. The night for the Auburn right-hander Andreas Alvarez, 5 2/3 innings, 4 runs on 7 hits, 10 strikeouts, a walk, hit a batter, threw 107 pitches, 72 for strikes.
Pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Colin Reuter, the batter, with 2 outs and a runner at first. And Ole Miss leading 4-2 in the top of the 6th inning. Cormier goes to work against the DH. Throws a fastball that is hammered to center field. Carter goes back, warning track wall. It is off the batter's eye. Yeah, that's off the batter's eye. That's a home run. It wasn't originally called a home run. They initially let him play it out before Seth Buckminster finally decided to tell everybody it was a 2-run homer. First pitch swinging. Reuter hits his 7th home run of the year, and Ole Miss goes up 6-2.
Auburn thought it had strikeout and the 3rd out to Braden Randall and did not get the call, and then on the next pitch, the first from Cormier, a 2-run homer to center.
Back to the top of the order. He was sitting on the fastball, he got it, and he drove it. Pitch. Way upstairs, 1-0. Cormier only gave up 1 home run in 24 innings in 9 SEC outings. 1-0 pitch. Over for a strike, off speed, it's 1-1. That's a big one, especially with Calhoun on the mound for them. They doubled their lead. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt. Another changeup, 1-2. Auburn goes into the shift. Now Cormier rocks and fires. Fastball fouled up the left side. Still 1-2. That's their first run-scoring hit that hasn't come with 2 strikes, but it did come with 2 outs. Every bit of their, well, except for the home run in the 5th. Pitch missed low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Decker is 2 for 3. Couple of singles, runs scored, and a strikeout. 2-run homer by the number 9 hitter. The 8 and 9 hitters have done damage tonight for Ole Miss. 2-2 pitch. Pulled foul right side off the Ole Miss dugout. Still 2-2.
Yeah, 4 of the 6 RBIs from the 8 and 9 hitters.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Decker. Breaking ball missed high, 3-2. Auburn will have 4 innings to get the offense going and try to get 5 or more. Here's the 3-2. Lifted into shallow center. On comes Bristol Carter. Now slows up, reaches up, and makes the catch. And that's the end of the inning. But Ole Miss gets 2 runs on 1 hit. The 2-run homer by Reuter. No errors, nobody left. It's 6-2 Ole Miss as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning when Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Let's be honest, senior living shouldn't feel senior, and it's definitely not all about yelling, bingo! At Atlas Senior Living, we focus on great care, great people, and yes, great days. And no one telling you you can't have dessert before dinner. Well, maybe once. And with locations throughout the Southeast, chances are there's an Atlas community closer than you think. Atlas Senior Living, exceptional care, even better living. Visit atlasseniorliving.com to find a community near you and schedule a tour today.
Bottom third of the order due up for Auburn in the 6th inning, trailing Ole Miss 6-2. Tigers have some work to do against Hudson Calhoun. Got to go back a long way to find out when he gave up. Boy, he's only given up 3 runs twice this year. And the last time was March 28th against Mississippi State, when the Bulldogs swept Ole Miss in Oxford. That's the last time this right-handed reliever has given up 3 runs, earned or unearned, in an appearance. And he's on now working his first full inning of relief. He got the first 2 that he faced in the 5th. Helped get the Rebels out of trouble. Auburn's had the leadoff man on base 3 out of 5 innings. 2 of those 3 times the leadoff man scored. Ole Miss has gotten 2 inning double plays and some excellent 2-strike or 2-out hitting. Brandon McCrane has walked and he's popped up to second. Calhoun, the big 6'4" right-hander, goes to work against him and gets a strike down the middle to start the at-bat, 0-1. Righty to start the 6th, the windup and the pitch. Downstairs, 1-1. Conventional windup for Calhoun. The high knee lift, and brings his glove up over and behind his head. Big hole in left center. I don't think they can catch up to the fastball pitch. Swing, ground ball, up the middle, base hit. Brandon McCrane starts the 6th with a single. Leadoff man aboard. Again. Speedy runner at first for Cade Ballou, who singled last time. Ballou, 6 for 18 since regional play started. 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch to Cade. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes it outside and high. 1-0. Good idea. See if that draws Utermark in a little more at third. It does. Just on the edge of the grass at third base. 1-0 pitch, Ballou. Inside. 2 balls, no strike.
May have been the cutter on the inside corner or off the inside edge at 87.
Ballou had a really long at bat against Elliott his last time up. Fouled off 3 or 4 before he singled just to the right of second. 2-0 pitch. Takes a strike on the inside corner. 93 on the fastball, and it's 2-1 to the Auburn right fielder. Started all 5 games of the regional in center. Starting in right tonight, Mason McCrane, the DH. 2-1 pitch to Ballou. Swing and a miss.
Pulled the string.
Count even. Carter on deck. Bottom of the 6th. 6-2 Ole Miss. Calhoun stretches and pitches. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 out. And Bristol Carter to the plate. Carter singled to lead off the 3rd inning. Came around to score Auburn's first run.
Now the key pitch there was the 2-1 pitch, off speed, down and in. Then he came back with the fastball to get Cade.
Carter flied to right in the 4th. Utermark backs up at 3rd, about medium depth. Throw goes over to 1st. Carter squared the bunt just for show after Furness caught the ball at first base. Good speed at the plate, good speed on the base path. Tigers down 4 though here in the 6th. Pitch to Carter. Upstairs. They asked if he went and he didn't. 1-0. Tigers need some late game drama to score a come from behind win in game 1 of the Super Regional. It's 6-2 Ole Miss. Top of the order on deck. 1-0 pitch. Carter shows bunt, pulls back, takes it down the middle. 1-1.
Utermark crashed from 3rd. They continue to hold the runner at first. 1 out here in the 6th.
1 ball, 1 strike. Catcher sets up inside. The 1-1 pitch. Low bridged him. 2-1. McCrane gets his lead from 1st. 2-1 pitch from Calhoun. Carter swings, grounds it to the shortstop. Go to 2nd for 1, on to 1st, not in time. And I'll tell you what, Decker was close to coming off the bag at 2nd before he took the throw. There will be no challenge, but it was close. They get the lead runner. It's a fielder's choice. Carter's speed keeps the inning going. 2 away, and Mason McCrane to the plate. McCrane's been on twice. He's walked and scored. He's singled and he's struck out. That was back at the beginning of the game. Throw to 1st, runner back. Tigers are down to the last 10 outs in this one, trailing 6-2. Auburn trying to do to Calhoun what nobody has done this year. There goes the runner. Pitch is high. Throw to second is late. That's a stolen base for Bristol Carter, his 31st of the year. Got the left hand in before the tag. 31st stolen base. He's only been caught once all year. Pitch was a ball to McCrane. It's 1-0 to Mason. Calhoun from the stretch, looks to second, fires home. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Calhoun has not allowed 4 runs in an outing all year. He's given up 3 4 times. All back before April 1st. 1-1. Swing, line drive up the left field line. That is down. It is fair. It is in the left field corner. Carter scores easily, and Mason McCrane pulls into second with an easy stand-up double. 13th double of the year for the true freshman. It gets another run on the board for the Tigers. It's 6-3 Ole Miss.
Now the only question was, would it stay fair? And it did. Down that line and into the corner. Resto scores easily from second.
Eric Guevara next up. Time called by Ole Miss. They're going to check the catcher's pitch comm device while they go talk to Hudson Calhoun. So, 2 different conversations going on before Eric Guevara comes to the plate. Guevara has struck out, been hit by a pitch, and singled.
More activity in the pen. Lefty Walker Hooks in the pen right now for the Rebels. He is their closer. He has 7 saves.
Yep. All right, meetings are adjourned. And Guevara to the plate. Good job going the other way by McCrane in the last at bat to drive in his 41st run of the year. 2-hit night for Mason. He's at second with 2 out. Auburn doing a little 2-out hitting of its own. First pitch, Guevara. Low, 1-0. His first look at Calhoun. Second hit in the inning for Auburn. 8th of the game. Hits are even at 8. 1-0. High, 2 balls, no strike. Hits are even at 8. They just come in better spots for the visitors so far tonight. Guevara trying to keep it going here, though, for Auburn. RBI double McCrane. The 2-0 pitch to Guevara. Low, ball 3. A walk, and Chase Freilich would come to the plate representing the tying run. Calhoun from the stretch. 3-0 pitch. It's called a strike on the inside corner. High strike call, 3-1. And now a hitter's count to a good hitter. Guevara hoping to add to his RBI count of 55, the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. 3-2.
Good pitch. Good slider on the outside corner for a called strike, too.
Calhoun comes set, looks to second, comes home. Swing and a miss, strike three, the inning's over. Once again, Ole Miss makes the big pitch. 1 run for Auburn on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left stranded in scoring position. Through 6, it's 6-3, Rebels on top. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Ole Miss 6, Auburn 3, 3 innings to go. Utermark, Furness, and Becerra due up against L.J. Cormier. And it's a game of inches, small margins. In the last 3 innings, Ole Miss outscored Auburn by 1 in each of the innings, 1-0, 2-1, and 2-1. They've got a 6-3 lead. They have taken advantage of the breaks they have gotten tonight. Auburn hadn't gotten a lot of breaks, but they've not taken advantage of some situational opportunities, and as a result, Tigers trail 6-3. We turn it back over to the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
All right, L.J. Cormier back to work in the 7th. He will get Utermark, Furness, and Becerra. A pair of 2-out, 2-run homers for the Rebels. One in the 5th by Utermark, another in the 6th by Reuter. The difference in the ball game right now. Utermark 1 for 3 with that 2-run homer in the 5th. Came on an 0-2 pitch. Wind and delivery, and he swings and lines it above the Yeti yard and just to the left of the temporary seating. 0-1.
Got a first pitch changeup and was trying to hit it to Opelika.
Now the 0-1 drops in and didn't get the call.
My goodness. There's nothing wrong with that pitch. It's a strike. We got another look at it on the monitor. But it's not called that way.
1-1 the count to Utermark. Here's the pitch. Swing on a foul tip. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count to this big third baseman for the Rebels. 51 home runs in his career. And he awaits the 1-2. And he swings and lifts this one. This will get...
That's on the deck.
Onto the top of the parking deck out there beyond the left field wall. Goodness gracious. You don't see many on top of the deck.
I was going to say, I don't know that I've ever seen a ball go up there.
Don't miss. 1-2. Ground ball fouled over the top of the Auburn dugout. Utermark hit 154 last weekend. He had a home run. He is 1 for 3 tonight. It was a 2-run homer. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Cormier winds and fires. Strike 3 call. Snap off the slider for the strikeout. First strikeout for Cormier. The 11th of the night for Auburn pitcher. Conecuh Smoked Sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating. You can enjoy a grilled Conecuh sausage dog, a premium hot dog here at Plainsman Park. Conecuh, family owned, made in Evergreen, Alabama since 1947. Make Conecuh sausage part of your game day. Will Furness to the plate. Wind and the pitch. It misses down and into the first baseman. Furness struck out looking in the first, grounded to second in the third, reached on an error in the 5th. 1-0. High fly ball into right center field. Bristol Carter to his left. And now in a couple steps for the second out. Two down, and here's Tristan Bissetta, the right fielder. Two down and nobody on. Shift to the right side of the infield. Bissetta 0 for 3, a couple ground outs and a strikeout. Wind and delivery. Drops low for ball one. Two down, nobody on. The pitch on the way. And Bissetta takes ball two low.
Just looking at trends, Auburn does have 3 wins this year when trailing after 6 innings. 3-16. Not great odds, but it has happened.
2-0 pitch to Bissetta. Ground ball to the right side in the shift. Rembert on the grass, throws to first, and Cormier sets down Ole Miss in order. In the top of the 7th. Is there a comeback in this Auburn ball club in the first game of this Super Regional? 7th inning stretch time at Plainsman Park. Auburn to the plate, trailing 6-3. Stay tuned. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
This game recap is presented by Regions Bank. Regions is a proud partner of Auburn University and the official bank of the SEC.
Rebels lead it 6-3. A run in the second. Auburn tied it in the third. Ole Miss took the lead in the fourth. A pair of 2-run homers in the 5th and the 6th. And Auburn has scored single runs in both of those innings. Both starters were terrific. Hunter Elliott for Ole Miss, Andreas Alvarez for Auburn. Now in the hand of the bullpen right now. And it's a 6-3 lead as Auburn comes to the plate in the bottom of the 7th.
Attendance record tonight. They broke the record by over 2,000. 10,627 fans hoping for a major comeback in the final 3 innings.
3, 4, and 5 hitters for Auburn here in the 7th. Freilich, Rembert, and Bingaman. Tigers trail 6-3. Chase is 0 for 1, make that 0 for 2 on the night with a sacrifice fly and an RBI in the 3rd. The right-hander Hudson Calhoun, 28 pitches into his outing, winds and fires and misses high for ball 1. Walker hooks their closer, has been warming up in the pen for the Rebels. Now the 1-0 to Freilich. Ball too high. Freilich, Rembert, and Bingaman, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Tigers, trying to claw their way back, trailing 6-3 in the bottom of the 7th. 2-0 pitch. Strike called on the outside edge, 2 balls and a strike. Inaugural On to Victory sports card and memorabilia show is coming to Neville Arena August 22nd and 23rd. Meet Auburn legends Tim Hudson and Chris Davis, plus other legends like Andrew Jones, Dominique Wilkins, and more. 2-1. Strike 2 on the outside corner. 2-day event will feature 200 vendor tables, VIP autograph experiences, free student athlete signings, memorabilia, trading cards, collectibles, and much, more. Go to ontovictory.com/cardshow for tickets and sponsorship opportunities. 2-2 to Freilich. Chopper, and it is in and out of the glove of the catcher, Fawley. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn catcher.
Ole Miss is 30-2 when leading after 6. It's 31-2 when leading after 7. It is hard to come from behind against this team.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Auburn catcher. Shift to the right side of the infield. Now the 2-2 pitch to Freilich. Tried to go the opposite way and fouled it down the left side.
Oh, he got a fastball up and out.
Chase with 6 home runs last weekend in the 5 games. For the second time this year, has homered in 5 games this season. 5 straight games, that is. Now another 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a drive into right center field. Back, Federico at the warning track. He has room. Makes the catch for the first down.
Game of inches, game of feet. It's been that kind of night so far for Auburn.
1 out, here's Rembert. Chris has been on base twice. He's walked, singled homer run back in the 5th. One out here in the bottom of the 7th with the Tigers trailing 6-3. Here's the wind of the pitch. Chopper foul at the plate, went after an off-speed pitch and fouled it off, 0-1. Game 2 of the Super Regional is set for 4:06 tomorrow. Our coverage begins at 3:45 on the Auburn Sports Network. Now the 0-1 to Rembert. Took that one, it misses low. A ball and a strike to the Auburn second baseman. Extended his hitting streak to 18 games with that RBI single back in the 5th. One. Ground ball to the shortstop, Pano. Fields and throws for the second out. And with 2 down, here's Ethan Bingaman.
Auburn trying to avoid going down in order for the first time since the first inning.
Bingaman popped to right in the 2nd, popped to center in the 4th, and struck out with runners at 1st and 3rd and 1 out in the 5th. He bats with 2 outs and nobody on here in the Auburn 7th. 6-3 Rebels, the pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Off speed at 88, 0-1 the count to Bingaman. Calhoun, the wind in the 0-1. Jam shot, fouled it up and out of play off the right side, 0-2 the count. A pair of 2 out, 2-run homers. One in the 5th by Udemark, another in the 6th by the DH Reuter. The difference in this one, 6-3 Rebels lead it. 0-2, 2 outs, the pitch to Bingaman. Missed the outside corner. Ole Miss was headed to the dugout. Bub Terrell waits on deck. A ball and 2 strikes to the right-hander Bingaman. From the right-hander, Calhoun. The pitch, ground ball to Pano at short. Auburn goes 3 up and 3 down for the first time since the first inning here in the 7th. We go to the 8th in this first game of the Super Regional. Ole Miss on top of the Tigers by a score of 6-3. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
Looking for a street-legal golf car? Diamond Golf Cars has the largest selection in the state, and the Auburn store is right off Oplaca Road, closer than you think. With locations in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville, they've been raising the bar since 2012 in golf car sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Cars is full service for all your golf car needs, and they offer pickup and delivery, carrying brands such as E-Z-GO, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCars.com today and drive different. Drive Diamond.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Five, 6, and 7 hitters for Ole Miss in the top of the 8th. L.J. Cormier has thrown 20 pitches in his first inning and 2/3 or inning and a third of work. Reminder to you, whether you're planting a tree or tackling a backyard project, don't risk a penalty. Contact Alabama 811 before you dig to get your underground utilities marked for free. Visit al811.com or call 811. It's free, it's simple, and it's the law. Cormier will get Federico, Pano, and Foley for Ole Miss here in the 8th. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Ole Miss. They've stranded 4. 3 runs, 8 hits, and error for Auburn. The Tigers have stranded 8.
Ole Miss is 8 for 29. Auburn 8 for 26 overall tonight. Rebels 5 for 12 with runners on base. Tigers 6 for 17.
Federico leads it off, grounds it to Bingaman at first. 1 pitch, 1 out as he takes it to the bag at first.
Both teams have 2 hits with runners in scoring position. Rebels are 2 for 5, Tigers 2 for 9. 2 out hitting has been different. Ole Miss 4 for 10, Auburn 2 for 7, but the hits are even. Hits with runners in scoring position are even. They've just got a couple extra chances. They've taken advantage of it, and 2 of their hits are home runs, whereas Auburn does not have any.
Here's Owen Pano. Showed bunt, takes a strike. 1 for 3 with a single to left in the second. He's grounded to second base and struck out swinging. Wind and delivery. Strike 2 on the inside corner.
Cormier rebounding pretty well after the home run ball.
Agreed. He's ahead of Pano, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the pitch. Got him swinging, took something off of that one. His second strikeout of the night and the 12th for the Tiger pitching staff. And with 2 down, here's Austin Foley, the catcher. A couple strikeouts. He doubled back in the 4th and scored. And he will talk it over with Mike Clement, the third base coach.
Trying to break up Cormier's rhythm.
It's a coaching staff that's been together for the most part for a long time. Mike Bianco, the dean of SEC coaches, in his 26th season. Carl Lafferty is in his 20th season with the Rebels. Mike Clement in his 12th. Pitching coach Joel Mangum in his 2nd. And with 2 down, this is the catcher Austin Foley. 2 outs and nobody on. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Really good change. All strikes this inning.
Cormier, the wind in the 0-1. Tried to hold up on a pitch that bounced about 4 feet in front of the plate. He did. The count is even at 1-1. (6-3) Rebels. 2 outs, nobody on. We're in the top of the 8th. 1-1. Line drive into deep left field. Long run. Bub Terrell over his head and off the wall. I think he may have actually gotten a glove on the ball.
Did.
Fawley cruises into second base with his second double of the night, his 9th of the year. Bub may have overran that ball out there in the canyon.
That's exactly what happened. It had some hooking action to it. And he just, man, he got that big body moving so fast to a spot, and the ball curved back from that spot. Tried to reach back and get it and got a glove on it, but couldn't catch it.
And now you get to Braden Randall, who is 2 for 2 tonight, with a pair of 2-run singles, 2-out singles as well.
Another 2-out hit,
Yeah,
their fifth 2-out hit.
Back in the 4th, Fawley doubled with 2 outs and came home. He's doubled with 2 outs here in the 8th. Stretching the pitch. Randall to the right side, backhand stab Rembert to first in time for the out, and he saves a run. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ole Miss on top of the Tigers, 6-3 in the SEC, or in the NCAA Super Regional, as Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Back to Plainsman Park for more of the Super Regional against Ole Miss.
Getting late for the Tigers, trailing 6-3 to Ole Miss in this game 1 of the Super Regional. Bub Terrell, Brandon McCrane, and Cade Ballou, the scheduled 3, to face Hudson Calhoun.
And Andy, a couple of things. Obviously, objective 1 is to come back and win the game. That's by far the number 1 objective. But at the very least, you want to try to knock Calhoun out of this game and pressure them to get to their closer, Hooks, and try to think long game. A loss tonight where you see Hooks for an inning might give you an advantage tomorrow or Sunday if you get there.
Bub Terrell will lead it off here in the 8th. The Auburn left fielder is 1 for 2. He's been on base twice. Terrell, Brandon McCrane, and Ballou for Auburn here in the 8th inning. The right-hander Calhoun has been terrific for Ole Miss. He winds and fires and misses outside for ball 1. 43rd pitch thrown by Calhoun. Now the wind in the 1-0. It missed low. 2 balls and no strikes to Bub.
Defensive change for Ole Miss. Brett Mosley has come into the game in center field, and that moves Federico to left. So Randall out, Federico to left, Mosley to center.
2 balls and no strikes to Bub. The pitch on the way. High and away, and it sails to the backstop. Three and 0 to Bub. Calhoun winds and fires. Walked it. Leadoff man is on for Auburn here in the 8th inning. Bub's been on base 3 times tonight.
Yeah.
And now here's Brandon McCrane. He walked in the 2nd, popped up to second base in the 4th.
The bottom part of Ole Miss's order has been productive tonight. Can the bottom part of Auburn's order be productive? They're going to go to the bullpen here.
I think they're about to go to their closer, Walter Hooks. They're going to a left-hander. It is. They're going to go to their lefty closer, Walker Hooks, as Ole Miss makes a pepper tree call to the bullpen.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Big Walker Hooks out of Brandon, Mississippi. The closer for the Rebels. They call on him to get 2 innings. 6 outs, 6'4", 265. Sophomore left-hander, 7 saves and a 3-1 record in 24 appearances. An ERA of 2.22. 52 2/3 innings across those 24 outings, so he's going better than 2 innings on average. 34 hits, 17 runs, only 13 earned. He's only walked 11. He struck out 58. He's given up 4 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs. Teams are only batting 188 against Walker Hooks. He's hit 2 batters, thrown 1 wild pitch. Hooks, the lefty, to face Brandon McCrane with Terrell at first and nobody out in the 8th inning. Calhoun goes 2 2/3, gives up a run on 2 hits. He walked 1, struck out 3. He threw 46 pitches, 27 strikes. Runner at first, Terrell, belongs to Calhoun. But this is it. This is Walker Hooks. They do get the closer into the game. And Auburn will see him for, well, potentially 2 innings.
Made
tonight.
an appearance last weekend in the Lincoln Regional. Went 5 1/3 innings, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, struck out 4, walked 2, did give up a homer. He pitched once last weekend as Ole Miss swept that Lincoln region. So he is on. Calhoun was terrific.
He had 5 pickoffs last year, his freshman year. He's got a good move.
And here is Brandon McCrane for Auburn. He's been on base twice. He's walked a single, and he has popped up to second. A runner at first for Auburn is Bub Terrell, nobody out. In the bottom of the 8th, the Tigers trail 6-3 in this game 1 of the Super Regional.
A week ago tonight, Hooks threw a season-high 75 pitches in 5 1/3 against Arizona State.
He pitches. McCrane pops or jumps on the first pitch and pops it up. Right side, foul ground, and it's caught and dropped by the second baseman.
What a break.
Yes, it is.
What
Decker
a
got
break.
there and he overran it. He got his glove on it, but he popped it up, or he couldn't pull it in. And Auburn catches a major league break. Terrell walked on 4 pitches. That was the end of the night for Calhoun. And Gabe Gross is going to call timeout. Bring in Bub Terrell, bring over Brandon McCrane, bring up from the on-deck circle Cade Ballou to talk some offense.
7, 8, 9 in the Ole Miss order has been productive. Each of those 3 for Auburn, 7, 8, and 9, have a hit tonight. This is such a huge spot in this game.
An error called against Decker on the dropped foul ball. Just his 5th error of the year.
75 pitches a week ago. Before that, his season high had been 63 back in March against Kentucky. So he really threw a lot of pitches a week ago. 5 1/3, by far his longest outing.
Can Auburn take advantage of that dropped foul ball? The count is 0-1 to Brandon McCrane. The lefty closer, Walker Hooks, on for the Rebels as Terrell gets his lead at first. The pitch. Strike. Good pitch at the knees. 0-2 to Brandon McCrane.
Calhoun does have 13 appearances this year of 2 innings plus.
Bob with a rather short lead at first. The 0-2 to McCrane. Nope, throw to first.
Whew.
Brad mentioned he has 4 pickoffs, but down 3. I think that Auburn's going to take some chances at first base, do you? 0-2. McCrane lines it to the shortstop. Pano to the air and makes the catch on the line out. 1 out. And now Ballou to the plate. 6-3 Rebels. Auburn has had a base runner in every inning tonight, but 2. Ballou at the plate, 1-4-3. A throw to first, and Terrell not long or far off the bag.
No.
Back to the first base bag. Ballou with a single up the middle in the 4th. He's also hit into a 4-6-3 double play and struck out. The lefty hooks, pitches. Ballou, foul tip into the glove of the catcher.
They're taking advantage of the inner half, inside corner of the strike zone against him, both in the 6th with Calhoun and to start this sequence.
6-3 Rebels, 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Auburn with a runner at first and 1 out of the inning. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and a pitch in the dirt. 0-2 to Ballou. Terrell walked on 4 pitches. That was the end of the night for Calhoun. Hooks got McCrane to line out to short, and he's ahead of Ballou. No balls and 2 strikes. Stretch by Hooks in the pitch. It misses low. A ball and 2 strikes to the Auburn right fielder tonight, Cade Ballou. Hit 3 home runs last weekend in the regional, part of the all-region team. He awaits the 1-2 pitch here from Hooks. Nope, throw to first. Terrell, a little bit bigger lead down at first base. Stretch and pitch. Ballou swings and misses. And it's up to Bristol Carter with 2 outs to keep this inning alive. Single to lead off the 3rd. He scored. He's flied to right. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 6th and stole second base, but was stranded. He bats with a runner at first and 2 outs now in the 8th. As Hooks throws to first. Ballou not far off the bag. Back to the bag without a tag. Stretch by Hooks. Here's the pitch. Ground ball, foul, pass first.
One of those patented Bristol Carter doubles down the line would cut the deficit to 2 and get the tying run to the plate. Gotta find a way to straighten it out against Hooks.
Bub gets his lead. The 0-1. Bristol showed bunt and took a strike. It's 0-2. Auburn trying to do something that nobody else has done this year. Come back from at least 3 runs down and beat Ole Miss. They're 35-0 and leading by 3+ runs this year. Throw to first again. Terrell back.
They have a sizable group of fans here that are on their feet. They're feeling it right now. Their guys are pitching well.
0-2 the count to Bristol Carter. Bub gets a short lead, 2 outs. There he goes, the pitch. Swing and a miss, and the inning's over. Boy, he came in and mowed Auburn down.
That's why they went to him in that spot.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Auburn strands a runner. The Tigers have stranded 9 tonight. We go to the 9th. Game 1 of this Super Regional. Ole Miss 6 and Auburn 3. And this is the Auburn Sports Network.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Nine 1-2 hitters for the Rebels in the top of the 9th. They're trying to add some insurance to a 6-3 lead. Auburn trying to get it to the bottom of the 9th, trailing only by 3. It will be the 9 1-2 hitters, Reuter, then Decker, and Utermark.
And Auburn will have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the inning.
Bottom of this order tonight. Fawley, Randall, and Reuter have scored half of their runs, have driven home 4 of the 6 runs tonight for the Rebels.
5 of their 9 hits, and 3 of them are extra base hits.
Colin Reuter hit a 2-run, 2-out homer in the 6th. Pitch to him, swings and misses. It was on the first pitch thrown by L.J. Cormier. LJ, the wind in the 0-1. Bounces up there, ball and a strike. 30 pitches thrown tonight by the Auburn freshman from Tuscaloosa. 1-1 to Reuter. Missed inside, off-speed delivery, 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 to Reuter. Swing and a miss. Pitch down and away, 2-2.
He locates that off-speed pitch as well as anybody. So many swings and misses this year.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Pitch on the way. Chopper foul up the third base side. Neither team has announced a starter for tomorrow.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go with Rabe.
2-2. Got it. Just threw the curveball and he looked at it. Third strikeout for Cormier. First out of the inning. And does Auburn then, regardless of where you are in game 2, whether you come back and win this one or whether you fall in this one, do you go to Alex Petrovic in game 2 tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that makes sense given the rest and the schedule.
Here's Dom Decker. Pitch. Ooh, missed the outside corner, 1-0. Decker singled with 2 outs in the 5th and scored on the 2-run homer by Judd Utermark. Pitch to him. Swing on a fly ball into left. Long run in. Now everybody called up by the shortstop, Brandon McCrane. 2 outs. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Here's Judd Utermark. 1 for 4 tonight, but that one was a 2-out, 2-run homer in the 5th. That is the difference, or gave Ole Miss its lead right now. Pitch, he swings and fouls it off the front of the Auburn dugout. Auburn will send the top of its order up against Hooks in the bottom of the ninth. 0-1 pitch to Udemark. Foul back here. Quickly 0-2. His homer in the fifth against Alvarez came on an 0-2 pitch. Cormier's ahead 0-2 here. Wind and the 0-2. Chopper off the end of the bat. Cormier gets there, fields and throws. Not in time. He's safe. Two out infield single.
Just right off the end of the bat. The epitome of the swinging bunt. And Cormier falling off the other side of the mound. Had to get his momentum back going. Couldn't get there in time.
Out there with the bare hand and made the throw to first, but Udemark, who has 11 stolen bases, beat it to first. And now 2 outs for Will Furness. Furness is 0 for 4 on the night. Don't make a mistake to this guy.
Yeah.
Their leading hitter. Throw to first, and Udemark is back. A 2-out single for Judd Udemark. He's at first with 2 down. Rebels lead it 6-3. Stretch in the pitch. Furness takes a strike. Off-speed delivery on the outside corner. A record crowd of over 10,000 on hand tonight. Stretch in the pitch. Furness takes it low, 1-1. Trying to will this Auburn baseball team back and do something that nobody else has been able to do this year against Ole Miss. A ball and a strike to Furness. 2 down in the inning. Udemark at first. Stretch and the pitch from Cormier. Swing and a miss.
Ooh.
Pulled the string at 79, 1-2. Udemark gets his lead. He's there with 2 outs at first. 1-2 pitch to Furness. Got him swinging. Foul tip into the glove of Freilich. And the inning comes to a close, and we go to the bottom of the ninth. Top of the order up for Auburn. The Tigers trail Ole Miss 6-3. Stay tuned. Auburn baseball continues in a moment.
Strike out ants, termites, and other pests with a call to Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system keep your home safe and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. As the weather gets warmer, your spring cleaning isn't done until you call the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers, Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Back to more of the Tigers and Rebels in super regional action at Plainsman Park.
We go to the ninth. Top of the order for Auburn. Mason McCrane, Eric Guevara, and Chase Freilich. To face Ole Miss closer Walker Hooks. After a leadoff walk in the 8th, Ole Miss went to Hooks. He got a line out from Brandon McCrane and struck out Ballou and Carter. Big left-hander with 7 saves on the year. Now faces the top of the Auburn order, and the Tigers need base runners, trailing by 3. Mason McCrane on base 3 times tonight. He is 2 for 3 with a run-scoring double and a single. He walked and scored in the Auburn 5th. Guevara and Freilich to follow here in the 9th. Hooks the wind in the pitch. Mason takes a strike. 91 down and on the outside corner to the Auburn left-handed hitter. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a drive to deep right field. That's going to go off the Donnie, off the top of the Donnie. And it's a 2-run ball game on the 8th home run of the year for Mason McCrane. Third hit of the night for Mason McCrane. Second RBI of the night. 8th home run of the year for McCrane, his second in the NCAA tournament. And that cuts the lead to 2. It's 6-4. And here's Guevara. 1 for 3 on the night. Hooks the wind and the pitch. Strike on the inside corner to the Auburn third baseman. Hooks the wind in the 0-1. Guevara showed bunt, took it low. That home run, the 6th allowed this season by Walker Hooks. And a lefty on lefty matchup. It's a 6-4 ball game. In the 9th inning, bottom half. 1 ball and 1 strike to Guevara. Here comes the pitch. Fouled. Woo! A rocket. I think off the front of the Auburn dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Freilich waits on deck. Hooks up the full wind. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a jam shot foul ball back here. A leadoff solo homer to right by Mason McCrane has cut the lead to 2. A ball and 2 strikes to Guevara here in the bottom of the 9th, the pitch. Swing on a fly ball into center. Mosley to his right. He's there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Hooks, after giving up the home run, coaxes a fly ball out from Guevara. And here's Chase Freilich. 0 for 3 on the night. A sacrifice fly to left in the 3rd. He's also popped up to 3rd, popped up to 1st, and flied to center. 6-4 Rebels. Tigers need at least another base runner as Hooks winds and fires. Freilich takes a strike on the outside corner. Six runs, 10 hits, an error for the Rebels. 4 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for Auburn. Hooks the wind in the 0-1 to Freilich. Misses low. A ball and a strike to the Auburn catcher. A record crowd of 10,627 on hand tonight. Hooks the wind in the 1-1. Freilich chops it right side, it's foul. Outside the first base bag, a ball and 2 strikes. Rembert waits on deck, Bingaman in the hole. Chase Freilich looks for his first hit of the night. They do not go to the shift with a 1-2 count here in the 9th inning, and Freilich at the plate. Hooks the wind in the 1-2. Chopper foul. He just got a piece of it and topped it to the right side in foul ground. A leadoff homer by Mason McCrane here in the 9th to cut the lead to 2. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes with 1 out to Freilich. Here's the pitch. Just got a piece of that one. Oh my. A ball and 2 strikes again to Chase Freilich. Federico plays very deep, almost to the warning track and left. Mosley plays Freilich to pull just slightly in center. And Becerra straight away and right. 1-2 pitch. It misses low, 2-2. Freilich hit .409 in the regional with 6 homers and 15 runs batted in. What Auburn needs more than anything else right here from Chase is just find out some way to get on. Third baseman Utermark takes a couple steps towards short. And the 2-2. Inside, it hit him. That is the third hit batter of the year by Hooks. And it brings Rembert to the plate, representing the tying run. Chris is 1 for 3 on the night with an RBI single back in the 5th. Freilich a very short lead at first base as Hooks comes set in the pitch. Ball high. And the pitching coach, Joel Mangrum, is out. Talking it over with his pitcher Hooks and his catcher Foley, and that just juices up this over 10,600 even more. A leadoff homer by McCrane. A fly ball to center from Kavara. Chase Freilich on a 2-2 pitch hit on the inside, or hit by a pitch. So with 1 out, Auburn has a runner at first and Rembert at the plate, and it's a 1-0 count. The pitcher, the confab on the mound, is broken up by the home plate umpire, John Brammer. A lot of folks come to their feet, Auburn and Ole Miss fans alike. Very short lead for Freilich at first as Rembert awaits the 1-0. Here it is. Chopper foul to the backstop. 1-1 to the Auburn second baseman with Ethan Bingaman waiting on deck. One and one the count to Rembert, the pitch. Swing, drive, right field. Right fielder comes on and he makes the catch. Rembert hit it well, but right at Becerra. Now 2 down. And here's the freshman Ethan Bingaman. He is 0 for 4 on the night. He's flied to right. He's popped to center. Struck out swinging and grounded to short. 2 down, a runner at first for Auburn. Here's the pitch to Bingaman. In there for a strike. A little bit up in the strike zone, but a strike nonetheless. 6-4 Rebels, 2 outs, a runner at first. Bingaman with 15 homers on the year. He hit 4 last weekend. Here's the 0-1. Foul tip in and out of the glove of the catcher. And it's 0-2 with 2 outs here in the ninth. This veteran has the freshman set up, 0-2. And a throw to first, and literally Freilich was 1 step off the bag. We saw them do this with Terrell in the last inning. 0-2 to Bingaman. Hooks off the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Foul tip into the glove of the catcher. Hold on. Hold on. Did that ball hit the ground or not? Home plate umpire Brammer is saying it did. First base umpire comes down. Mike Bianco trying to get in the middle of these two. And now 2 of the 3 umpires come in. And does Ole Miss want to challenge this one? It is a foul ball, and Auburn has another life. I guess it hit It hit the dirt. And Bingaman has another shot here. Well, count remains 0-2 to Ethan. Just trying to keep Auburn alive here in the bottom of the ninth. The stretch and the 0-2. Swing, line drive into right fielder is there. He makes the catch and Ole Miss wins it. Auburn hit the ball hard twice here in the ninth, but both to the right side to Becerra. And Ole Miss wins game 1 of this Super Regional. Final score, Ole Miss 6, Auburn 4. Game 2 tomorrow at 4:06. Our coverage starts at 3:45, and we continue with the Regions Bank postgame show. The Rebels win it tonight. Ole Miss 6, Auburn 4. Stay tuned. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip